All right, welcome. Welcome to the first in an unknown amount of series of not videos, never videos, streams where I'm just gonna play random ass DS games because I'm old and nostalgic for this console. There is no reason for me to play Kirby. There's no deep reason, I just want to play Kirby. I know that's a surprise, I always gotta have some deep reason for playing a game, but nah. Also, behold, it's a new stream layout for the DS. I'm also just toying around with a new stream layout in general. And so I figured for tonight I'd do a custom little layout for DS games. And I really like how it came out, so I don't know, I'm probably gonna keep it. Probably will tweak a little bit here and there. We got space for the alerts up in the top right. We got the box art in the bottom right. I really like how that looks. And we're just gonna play Kirby. So come on in. Starting off with Spring Breeze, as always. I fucking love... I'll let the cutscene play out, and the only explanation I'm going to give is that this was the Kirby game I grew up with specifically. And so I have a lot of nostalgia for this one specifically. Growing up, I didn't know that it was a remake of a Super Nintendo game. I'm sure a lot of people who played this growing up didn't realize that. But I just thought, oh cool, Kirby on my DS. Is this your first time? This is not my first time. I've played... Nah, I don't need a tutorial. Get a drink of water. I don't think I've seen Kirby SSU. Ooh! Well, it is a remake of Kirby Superstar from the Super Nintendo, but just on DS. And it's a very charming time. Let me see. Yes, that's how you make it. From what I know about the grand scheme of Kirby opinions, it's a very standard Kirby game overall. You know, like it's the introduction of Marks, it's got the introduction of Galactic Knight, it's just a very standard Kirby game overall, nothing too special, but it's one that I hold very near and dear to my heart. Imagine if you could have Twitch chat control the second player. If I knew how to set that up, I would have beforehand, and that would have been awful. And you know what? Next time we play a Kirby game, it'd probably have to be one of the simpler like Super Nintendo games. Remind me and I'll see if I can figure out how to set that up. It would be awful, but I'd love it. So we're just gonna play. And I can talk a little bit about Kirby here and there, because despite how infrequently it comes up on the channel, I'm not a Kirby fan per se, but I've played this game enough that I could say that I'm a Kirby fan off of this game alone. I could easily play a good portion of it just blind. Okay, maybe not actually blind, or maybe blind. Put it on the list, put it on the future stream. I would like to open. I'm really struggling. Waldy, help. Never mind, I don't need it. But it's okay, I'll kiss you anyways, come here. I always loved that detail that you kiss your helper character to heal him up. But all right, you know what, speedrun. I want to see, this is a relatively short game if you know what you're doing. I want to see if I can beat all of it like tonight on stream. Beam. Yeah, Waddle-Dee's doing the beam. I'm curious, how would Twitch control it? Do you guys just scream out the different button inputs you want to do, Twitch plays Pokemon style? That would be obnoxious but hilarious. We'd have to wait until we get a good amount of people in here on a stream to do something like that. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like 2 or 3 people arguing. This sprite of I love that sprite of him getting stuck on the fucking fishing line. I'm only keeping the cutter now until I can get Hammer, the objectively best Kirby power-up. I'm not gonna argue here with people who think they know better than me, who claim Hammer is the best one. Second, maybe only to something like Wheel or Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's also fucking awesome. Here, I'll kiss you. I will keep... I don't like Hammer and don't get the hype. Because it's awesome? It's hype moments. It's hype moments the copy ability. It does insane damage, you know? You gotta think about the Kirby meta. Everyone's talking about the meta of the Kirby power-ups, and Hammer just sits out the top of it. My favorite is Spider. Oh, that's from... I believe that's from Triple Deluxe, correct? I'm possibly correct on that. Triple Deluxe is one that I'm not as intimately familiar with, because on my 3DS, I did play Planet Robobot a good amount. I think I beat it, but I don't quite remember. It is one that I haven't played in some time, but I believe Spider came from that. Speedrun. Pretty sure it was only Star Allies? Maybe I'm stupid. I know there was like there were some weird ones in Triple Deluxe. Like, wasn't it the one that introduced Belle and like fucking Jester Clown? It was one of those two. And I'm probably getting it wrong. Oh, Waddle Dee, you gotta stop. Just, yeah, see, now you're blowing up. And I'm not gonna save you. You're gonna, okay, fine, here, have this. I guess I won't be Cutter anymore. It was Belle. You see, give me enough time and I could name every power-up in Kirby, probably. Let me get a drink of water here. Do it right now. Okay. There's Fire, Cutter, Sword, Wing, Crash, Bandicoot, Gun, Egg, Cat, Bell, Science, Mirror, Hammer, Parasol, Wheel, Stone, Refrigerator. That one I'm only half joking about, because I know in, I want to say Crystal Shards, you could like combine the power-ups, and one of them was like electric ice, and you just became a fridge. That is a cool concept that I wish they would bring back. The ability to combine copy abilities. Like, as far as I'm aware, it was only in really the N64 game. At least as directly as it was fusion-wise. Maybe I'm wrong and they played around with it more beyond that, but I'm only really aware of it being in that first one. And it was such a cool concept that really should have been explored in like a future game. I would like that ice cream. So I'm gonna do this. Here, kiss me. And that's every Kirby power-up. There aren't any more. Trust me on this. I am the top-ranked Kirby player in the whole world. Oh no, my guy is getting eaten. It's fine. Wait, mirror. Oh yeah, and sand. You missed around 80%. No. Oh wait, water. That's one of them. There we go. Bump that up to like 79. There. UFO. I know UFO was one. Arrow. Smash. Oh, beam. I don't think I actually said beam. Now I legit want to see if I can sit here and get most of them. Fighter. Ice and frost. Those are two different ones. There's animal, which I believe was only in Squeak Squad. Bubble. I unironically think bubble is one. Was there a bubble? That may have only been in like Canvas Curse or like the rainbow whatever. It is. Okay. Bomb. There is bomb. Yo-yo. I think I said yo-yo already. Plasma. I know that's a specific one on its own. If I want to be pedantic, I could count Smash Bros and just count every single Kirby hat that shows up there. But I'm not pedantic. As funny as that word is. I'm reaching to the recesses of my brain palace to try and name more power-ups in Kirby that I somehow haven't yet. Judo. I've been listing them up. You have around 45% now. Maybe it's not called judo. Throw. That's what it was called. Throw, I think. Because it's like red Kirby, or he's like tan or something, and you get it from the big beetle. Chef. I'm trying to brain. You mean suplex? Suplex, yes. Yes, judo, throw, I can't believe it took me that many tries to get, but yes, I mean suplex. Suplex! And you have a solar plexus and fucking break DDD's spine. And it's okay, and he deserves that because he's evil. I wish I could skip this cutscene, but I cannot. So I'm gonna get another drink of water while I try and think of more. While we're in an ad. We now play Dynablade, Gourmet Race, and the Great Cave Offensive. I love the Great Cave Offensive so much, but we're gonna jump to... I want to save Gourmet Race, so let's do Dynablade. I genuinely want to see, I can probably knock out this whole game, minus the arenas, tonight on stream. Like, probably. Like, I know a good portion of this game, just from pure memory, from my old wizened wizard brain playing this as a small child. Oh no, I love the like really choppy models and the animations for the fucking cutscenes. It's that early DS 3D that I just really appreciate. It wasn't used enough. It was almost on par with something like the PlayStation 1 no hit. Can we do this no hit? Can we gamer? Can I be the epic Kirby gamer? No one can play Kirby better than me. I will say that forever. To anyone tuning in now, because it appears we have a couple of viewers, at least on my end it says, but Twitch constantly lies to me on that front. I've guessed every power-up in Kirby, and you can't prove otherwise because you just got here. Ad's gone now. Broom, wait, that's another one. Cool Gamer G, welcome! Welcome. I'm fueling my nostalgia by playing Superstar Ultra. And talk about how Hammer is objectively the best copy ability, second only to like Wheel and Yo-Yo. And then I proceeded to dictionary style list everything in Kirby. And yeah, because my brain is so massive. Okay, how do I get this again? I think I gotta swap abilities. No, wait, I can just jump on it, duh. No, stupid, and then I smack my head with my third arm because both my hands are on the controller. He's at 50 of them now, which is honestly better than I could have. No, I got all of them. I guessed the other half during the ad break. Totally. Sleep. Wait, no, that was one I missed during the ad break. Oh, silly me. Let's make a helper here. I would like sword. Silly me. I forgot sleep during the ad break. Now I've guessed them all. Totally. 100%. Non-negotiable. You can't prove anything. The evidence is not enough to commit me to the crime. I was also talking about how I fucking love the early 3D. I know it was like a meme started by fucking Salty DK Dan. Bless his heart. We're gonna miss him forever. You never saw that wood chipper coming. But the limited 3D and like early 3D of DS models is one of my favorite aesthetics. So many indie games nowadays are trying to copy like the N64 era 3D. I just gotta wait it out, like the N64 PS1 like in-game 3D. I gotta wait it out till we have games that are constantly trying to copy like this game's cutscenes type of 3D. Once we get there, I'll be really happy. It was even him. It was the Twitch chat. Oh, yeah. Bless Twitch chat soul. They never saw the wood chipper coming. Totally. All right. I can do this. No! It was the lag. It was the lag from my controller. Otherwise, that would have been spot on. All of Twitch is dead. Yes, that's why no one shows up for the streams. That's obviously the reason. Nobody except for like you, the few people who show up like for every stream, which I'm always thankful for those. Ow. Thank you for kissing me, but I gotta come back and grab this. Superstar Ultra cutscenes are so good for the time. They are good for the time, and like, if you're playing this on like an old ass DS screen where it's shrunk down, you would not notice the questionable quality. But it's the fact that I'm playing on an HD monitor and I've got it blown up big is where the quality comes into question. That's it. Wiz, if you don't name every ability, I won't share my root beer with you. Ninja. There's another one I missed. As far as you're aware. Magnet. Horseshoe. The thing with Kirby abilities, I can just name random objects, and there's like a solid 80% chance it is an ability. Boot. Hat. Game Boy Advanced. Glove. Glover 2. My favorite Kirby ability. Ball. Leaf. No, wait. Leaf is unironically just one. That is one that I just know. Also, can I don't think I can reach that unless I get you. No. No, I wanted mirror, not... Here. You. Got two others, dance and ball. I said dance at one point. Pain is one people forget. Oh yeah, that is one from this game. I forgot paint, admittedly, because it's just worse. Well, not worse. It's weirdly not situational. It's like you can only get it from what, the giant chameleon boss, I think. That's like the only place you can get paint. And no, wait, hang on. No, let me brain. And from the projectiles of the big lobster in the fucking Meta Knight ship. Like I said, I know so much of this game just from pure nostalgia memory. And as soon as I said you can only get it from the chameleon, the back of my brain was like, no, you're wrong, stupid. Remember your training. You could get it from Heavy Lobster. That was his name. I have not forgotten my training. Don't worry. I've got about half of the power-ups. Damn, why do they keep making them? All they got to do is just put hammer in a game, and I'm happy. Sakurai, what are you doing? You don't need to keep putting new copy abilities in. People are happy. Oh, wait, it was one in Star Allies that everyone was like, oh, that's just kind of okay. Fiesta. Question mark. I want to say it was called Fiesta. Or like, it was like festival? It was like another one of those screen nukes. That was just like, you did a little do dance. Correct. I am correct. And that's all of them. That's all of them. Your list is incorrect. They would never put more in. Except I will continue to name them now. Beef. Towel. Sponge. Wait, hang on. Here, become wheel. I want hammer when we kill this guy. Kill him, Wheelie. Thank you. I have a big hammer now. Copy is funny considering it's only useful for Kirby in one game. Okay. Look, let's be real. Tack or like copy is only used for when you're playing 2-player. That's like all you ever need hammer, or not hammer, copy for. It's when you're playing 2-player and you want to give whoever, your younger brother or your friend, whoever you're playing with. It's the lag on this controller, guys. I promise I'd be getting it perfectly if not for the lag. It's just for your partner to have their own choice. E. Let's fight E. Pretty sure this person gave you just like fighter if you kill. I've never been too keen on fighter. I know that they're like a big Street Fighter reference. That's where this guy is from. What, the E? Or tack? Oh, I love this place. I always love these arenas that like let you just grab whatever power-up you wanted. Well, not any power-up, but like, yeah, I know him from Star Allies. Yeah, he's from this because it's the copy If you're referring to copy and not E. Oh, game, why are you lagging? You're on the DS. My computer can play Marvel Rivals without a hitch. But Kirby Superstar. Ooh, slow your roll there, Sakurai. Push my gaming laptop just a wee bit there somehow. I love kissing my motorcycle. This is just what I imagine biker bros do all the time. They just make out with their motorcycle. Like when no one's looking, specifically. Come on. Iron Man is from... Oh, her. That's her name. I called her E. Because I'm funny and I think in terms of old memes. Do people still know E? The meme that's like Farquaad with Markiplier's face? Or am I like that old? Am I like senile old man? I can't keep up with meme culture. It evolves too fast. I'm old. I no joke. Out of pure curiosity, I looked up a Vine compilation earlier. Since I'm like, you know what, I'm in a nostalgic mood. I'm playing Kirby. Let's look up Vines. And oh god, the fact that I recognize it was like a big Vine compilation. I recognized like 99% of them. Well, when life gives you lemons. Beep, 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 boop. I'm not Chicken Little. That man is a coward, and I am not a coward. You know, shit like that. Just I felt old, but at the same time, I had a good time. You're old, Wiz. You're old. I know I'm old. And I just kind of gotta accept that I'm old. That I'm old for internet years. No. Don't worry. I won't let you die, Wheelie. Now we ride again. Hammer is my go-to ability. Hammer is the GOAT. I was saying this earlier. I'll defend Hammer as like one of, if not the best copy ability in all of Kirby. Not just for the arenas. It's just versatile. It does a lot of damage. It allows you to hit those stupid little the things, you know, the wooden like corks underground, you know? The things. If I just say things, my chat will hopefully understand my inane old man ramblings. I'm trying to think of more vines from it that I specifically remembered that I gotta bank on my audience also somehow recognizing if I just reference them. Did any of you guys use Vine? Am I the old person here? I never posted to Vine. I was too young at the time, but I remember Vine. And of course the grandfather of all Vines, Drew Gooden's road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does, but like everyone knows that. Wasn't on Vine. It was before your time. Oh, there's the beetle. There's the suplex beetle. I struggled at the beginning of the stream. I was like, when I was actually trying to name all the power-ups, I was like, what's the one that's like grab or throw or like I was like, oh, it's called grab or throw or pseudo or something. Sumo. What the fuck? God, my controller. I'm gonna continue to blame it, or I could blame... Those are my two options. I blame chat or I blame the controller, and chat's being not evil tonight, so I don't have to blame chat. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Look, it's... Wow, Wiz, you got 7th. Good job. 7th is not last. Think of it like that. If it was called last, then you can make fun of me, but it wasn't called last. So I'm still better than certain people. I'm just never going to say that to their face because I'm a self-respecting old man, but I'm better than some people. Watermelon. The only place you can't take your motorcycle. A waterfall. Thank you, Kirby, for teaching me these life lessons in bike safety. Kiss your motorcycle goodnight, just like the homies, and don't ride it into a waterfall. You're the only player you lost to something that doesn't exist 6 times. No, there were other Kirbys there. You saw them. They loaded me into the cannon. They didn't even shoot themselves off of the cannon. So, logic dictates that I did better than the Kirbys who didn't even participate. It counts. Also, the fact that you can do this with hammer is go. The accident was 20 years ago. It's time to let go. Barbarical, you have watched these streams enough to know that I do not ever let go easily. I am a stubborn old mule of a man, and that's never going to change. Not until I am a withered husk of my former self, a mere beard upon a skull with the spectacles resting atop. And until then, I will never let go that it was my fault in the accident, and I fully accept it, and it was on purpose. I killed them all. Anyways, what were we talking about? Wheelie is sleeping. No, he's fine, see? Let me in. Let me in. Yeah, get him! Get him, Wheelie! Fuck him up! There's gotta be a way I can hit that, right? Without swapping power-ups? No? Okay. What is bro going on about? Which bro? Me? Kirby abilities, name him, or no root beer. Fuck, how many are actually left? There can't be that many left, right? Sakurai was a genius, but like he wasn't that big of a genius to come up with more than 12. Oh, the PSI Psychic? That's one. That's one from I want to say Planet Robobot because it's based off of. Oh, I need to swap to. I need to swap off Hammer here. Here you go, Wheelie. Become Hammer. 26 left. My brain's working in overtime here. No, I was too late because the fucking guy was in the way. But also, I could just do this. Let me in. Whoop. How? Doctor. That's another one. And I don't think I've named it. Maybe I did name it. There's... isn't there Scientist? Is that not another one? Oh, I did this. I caused the end of the world. Oh, and there was Tack. Bye, Tack. Oh, Whip. Whip, because he has the cool cowboy hat. And even though I never played much of Return to Dreamland growing up, that's still like a cool ass ability because cowboy hat. Light from oh yeah, that's, I forget that that's its own one. Oh wait, and on the topic of like really stupid abilities that no one ever used because they sucked. What was I'm trying to think. Mini. It was like in Amazing Mirror? Amazing Mirror question mark had mini or small? It was something like that. Also, can I eat my helper? No, that... Wait. No, I'm gonna kill him. So I can be Hammer. I don't need bonkers. I can handle this all on my own. Amazing Mirror had a bunch of weird ones from... I've played a handful of Amazing Mirror here and there. So... You just killed when you were missing? Mike? I'm pretty sure I said Mike, like, way earlier, because I was listing the, like, random-ass screen nukes. Or Bomb. I know for a fact I named Bomb early on. Boom! This is why Hammer is fucking awesome. Alright? 21 left. Oh, wait, here. Now we're double Hammer. Get him, bonkers. Ooh, I almost destroyed the corpse. Kirby's gotta eat the corpse. Alright. I'm... My brain is soup. Who the fuck remembers Backdrop? Wait, wasn't that also another, like, Kirby's Adventure-esque one? That was, like, an old-ass one. Okay. Hey! I accounted for the lag this time. Kirby's Adventure and Amazing Mirror both had some, like, whack abilities. They're kind of like whatever. And Squeak Squad. Squeak Squad also had... Oh! Wait, no, hang on. Brain, another Squeak Squad was Metal. Hello, J. Cole! Welcome! I'm sitting here seeing if I can guess every copy ability in Kirby. And also we're just playing Kirby. Because I like Kirby. Ding ding. Ding ding. Yeah, metal. Metal was one. I know metal was one. And there's the bird. It's that fucking bird that I hate. Actually, no, I quite like Dynabird. I love Dynabird's design. Like, the big rainbow is just really nice looking. 19, I mean. I don't know if I believe you. There can't be 19 whole ass power up. Super Kirby Clash is W. Oh, I've not played that. Ah! Ghost, that's another one in Squeak Squad. Ugh. Cool gamer, you got I love your enthusiasm to bring up the obscure power-ups, but oh, I thought you were dead. Oh, come on! Look at that shriver! Look at that fucking little shrivel of health! I was looking at chat! I was looking at chat to see what I was missing! And I lost hammer to L-Wiz. Look. Call me Spanish the way I'm taking all these L's. Does that joke make any fucking sense? My brain had to come up with something. All right. Ah, no, bird. Help me. Help me, burning Leo. Oh, come on. Well, I guess I'm not burned anymore. Unless. Hey, thank you, Leo, for sacrificing yourself. Bird is the ability correct. I already said no. Wait, bird and wing are bird and wing different? Because I know I said wing earlier because I saw the wing guy. I was also saying, cool gamer, you gotta stop spoiling all of them. You gotta let me try and guess some ads. Oh boy, here are the ads. There's a good chance, I mean, there's a chance that you've missed a decent amount just because I'm obviously not going in release order. I'm just going in, this is my brain order. So who knows? Maybe I did actually guess all of them. Wait, no, brain. What was it? Needle. That was in N64 and in Forgotten Lands. You should play Borderlands 4. I've not even played Borderlands 3, so probably not. But you know what? I have recently started a playthrough of Borderlands 2 with some friends. And I've been having some fun with it. Also, look at how happy he is here. And then he just dies. We never see him again. So sad. It's so sad that Kirby never showed up again. Ooh, so sad. I'm sad. Cry. Probably. Is that where this came? No, that came from the anime. From Right Back at You. That's what it was called. I have played this before, game. Do not test my knowledge. Great Cave Offensive might be my favorite mode from this game, aside from like the arenas. Because it's just a big ol' cave adventure with collectibles. I'll give you a hint for one. Useless. That's not a good hint. Okay. At least 10% of Kirby abilities are useless because you get shit like Ghost and Light and Small and Metal. All right. So let's not kid ourselves here. A portion of Kirby abilities are just straight up useless because they were given. Oh, jump. That's one that is specific. That specifically comes to my mind for being useless. At least when it first appeared. I know it got a bit of a facelift in like the GBA games. And even then, it's like, why would you use this? Okay, I gotta break this one, but not that middle one, because if I break that middle one, then I wouldn't get the treasure. Look, guys, Sakurai foreshadowed one of the abilities. Oh, also, apologies. I realized we died. I gotta pull up the death counter, and I didn't think I was going to die at all in the stream, so I left the death counter on, but I gotta open up the death counter and increase it by 1 now because I died in a Kirby game. There. 1. And it's gonna stay that way. We're never gonna go past 1. Mark my words. Unless we get to, unless I try and do the true arena, because that shit, at least when I was, how old would I have been when I played this game? 8? I was like 8 or something. Probably young, possibly younger. That shit was hard. Boom. I actually beat the final boss of Return to Dreamland. Hitless. What's good, y'all? Welcome, Nub. Are you playing to 100%? I mean, I'd like to, but I don't see that being a realistic possibility because I don't want to spend all night on it. Like, despite me saying that it is my favorite of the modes. No, stop. I'm trying not to inflate. Okay, I can do this. Smack, jump. I'm gonna get this one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm good at the video game. I did it. Wait. Wait, is the stream messed up? OBS shows that we've just been on the... Hang on. No, no, game, come on. No, goddamn. Okay, are we good? What is its issue? Why is it having issues? Hang on, wait. Why are you having issues, game? Oh, what? Are we good now? There, okay. I don't know what its issue was. I fixed it. I was struggling with this. I was struggling with this whole door dealy thing. If you know Cave Offense, you know what I was struggling with. Do we count unique? I mean, I was listing a couple from like Rainbow Curse and the DS drawing one. I named like Ball and Balloon. I don't know if you counted those when I listed them. I might be stuck here because I've not played. No, I didn't want to go through yet. I want to go up here. More Metal Kirby! Yeah! No. Actually, no. I don't want more Metal Kirby. Metal Kirby sucks. Let's be real. Ball is actually from Kirby. Oh, that's right. I was thinking the other one where he's bald. Where he's balling. I'm just going with the list I have on my screen. Whatever is listed there, you gotta guess. I'm gonna struggle with Forgotten Land because I've not played it. I've just straight up not played Forgotten Lands, so I barely know any of the ones in it. Besides, I know that Needle made a return, or maybe it's Spike, the one from 64 that I was talking about. Also, come on, game, come on, let me have this. Game, let me have this. Thank you. I'm gonna see how much of this I can get through as with just fighter. Oh, look. It's time for a death battle. Reference humor. I am amazing at reference humor. If you don't get the joke, that's not on me. That's because, yeah. Needle has been a staple in a lot of the old Kirby games. Yeah. I was talking about it earlier. More Kirby games need to do that cool ass combo, the like fusion thing that they did. Like, more Kirby games need to give that thing a try. I only know that like 64 did it and it was cool and I loved it. Also, ads start in like 15 seconds. At least it says so. Forgotten Land does have the funny pew pew and burrowing. Pew pew and oh, drill and oh, gun or ranger. It's called ranger. Because I remember everyone went nuts over Kirby with a gun when that was announced. Star Allies has the fusion system, kinda. 14. Oh, there's laser, because it could do like the. You could like hit it on the 45-degree angles, and that was I want to say that was Kirby's Adventure, or like Amazing Mirror. It was one of the GBA games that had it. So that's another one. Brain activation. 13 left. The 13 ghosts of Kirby. Scooby-Doo. Look, my brain's like processing. You gotta give me a second. I sit here and and for a bit to let my brain. It's the equivalent of like pulling on the ripcord of a lawnmower to get it to start. My brain's just got to do this a couple times to get going again. God, this is bringing back horrible memories from Super Mario Advanced. Ooh, one of these functions same as water, so I won't blame you if you oh, poison! Poison, you saying that made me instantly remember poison existed. Also, I'm giving up on fighter because Bonkers is here and I want hammer. Now it's official, 2 is better than 1. Hey! Hey! Thank you for resubscribing, Nub. Thank you for that. Love to see it, and you got to see the amazing art I drew that goes along with it. I managed to glance over and catch it in time. Thank you for the resub, Nubtubs. All right, let's do this. Ads. I can't help that there's ads. Twitch wants to pay me money, and who am I to stop them? Knuckle Joe, you gotta lock in. Get up here. Come on. The Star Stone. This is one of the Infinity Stones. I can do references. Don't you worry, chat. I'm full of reference humor. I'm like a library. I'm full of references. No, wait, shit. I should have said I'm like a resume. I'm full of references. Fuck! God damn it. Humor canceled. No more jokes ever because I screwed up. Never ever. Knuckle Joe, you pack it in. Knuckle Joe, you gotta do better than this. Beast's Fang. Joke fumbled, humor canceled. Exactly. It's like Elon Musk. There, I turned the joke around. Also, please, Knuckle Joe, just come touch one of these guys. No! Well, I'm on my ugly lonesome again. He could have just touched someone and he would have been fine, but no, he had to go out dying. Way to go, Joe. Rogan. Joe is dead. Yeah, he died. Old news, get over it. Humor is canceled because I fumbled a joke. Oh, wait. Wait, I kind of want that. Oh, wait, no, that's... For some reason, I thought that was Yo-Yo. I guess I'm Cutter now. It kind of looks... Okay, in my defense, these things kind of look like Yo-Yos, right? Right? In like a fucked up way. Okay. This one, I remember, is one... No, wait, you don't gotta. Eat your friend. No. I don't condone cannibalism in this household. Bandana. How many of the treasures have we gotten so far? I've almost gotten all of them in this first area already. So, like, there's some points out. Thank you, Tack, for just fucking ramming. Ah! Where's another cutter? Cool. Whoop. Whoop. I love the split. Well, I can't reach down there. I gotta run all the way back to go grab cutter, don't I? Beep. It's fine. It's fine. I'm turning the car around and we're going back for it. It's like when your kid forgets their homework. It's like, guess we're just gonna fucking turn back around now. Copy is so fun and quirky. It's stupid, but I love it for being kind of stupid. Like, it is objectively like a why do you need this power up? But at the same time, it's cool laser helmet. No, Bonkers, you're fat. Get off me. An ability that copies abilities. They should make a whole game about that. About copying abilities. I don't know. Someone's got to get on this. This is like huge. This would be huge for the gamer space. Do you realize, guys, if we had gotten like Kirby Superstar Ultra sooner, there wouldn't have been Gamergate. Think about that. Anyways, this is another power-up I forgot. Jet. Because it's kind of just worst. It's just worse wing, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. I never liked Jet. Is it Jet? I think it's called Jet. Or like Plane or something like that. I just never used it. Also, I love this whale guy. Fatty Whale. Mean thing to call him. Like, he's not that fat, game. We are not here to fat shame. Look at Bonkers. Look at his shape. I think Jet is neat. Okay. No. Planet Robobot doesn't count because Planet Robobot makes all the abilities cooler because you're in a giant robot suit. Jet on its own is just kind of okay in my opinion. Oh, that's right. Those are rocks. You're back. But now we lost the hammer. Although, but he can activate the stumps, so it's fine. And we just killed him in his natural habitat. Kirby's just a cold-blooded killer. I know this is a joke that Kirby has to fight. Fucking stop and talk about Ledian. Okay. Okay, we'll stop and talk about Ledian. Hang on. Wait, where's Ledian on here? You gotta give me what? This is Ledian. That's Dry Bones. Wait, where did I put? Okay. ignore Dry Bones popping up for a second. This is Ledian. He's my favorite bug type Pokemon. In all of Pokemon, drink water. Okay. Let me. Okay, I drank water and I'm talking about Ledian. Oh, Ledian's dead. No, he's not. He's right here. Don't worry, that was a different skeleton. You guys don't realize how many skeletons I have hiding around in this channel, guys. Don't worry. The unexplained skeletons. This is Ledian, and whenever we eventually play the next Pokemon game, which I'm calling it now, is probably going to be Emerald, because I really love the GBA era of games. Or possibly Black/White. I'm not sure which of the two. We're going to find him immediately, and someday in the future, if I hate myself enough and if enough people think it's funny, I'm going to do a whole stream where I just grind out trying to find a shiny Ledian in one of the Pokemon games. Whichever game would be easiest to find shinies in. I don't know enough about Pokemon to make that call. Skeletons in the closet. Not just in the closet. I got like one just a box here. Unopened. Just skeleton right here in a box. I got one back behind my chair. It helps prop up for my back support. I got one right under my desk. There's a bunch of skeletons in here. Anyways, we talked about Ledian and drink water. Twitch yells at me if I don't confirm that I did the challenges. Yes, I completed the requests. Twitch, shut up. Yes, Mom, I ate my vegetables and drank my milk and talked about Ledian. Now can I go back to playing video games? It gets mad if I don't tell it that I completed the request because then it stops people from making new requests, and then people get mad at me because they're like, oh, it's not working. It's like, I can't help that Twitch is stupid. I don't want to have to stop playing my video games to press a button on another monitor. What do I look like? A 911 operator? How did they request you to talk about Ledian? Where can I do that? It's on the channel points thing. You use channel points to do it, but it is on a cooldown because I knew for a fact people would like spam some of them, so some of them are on cooldowns. Specifically stuff like drink water and talk about Ledian. And it all goes towards, I don't know if no one's brought it up really in the streams. There's a current challenge I have going on the channel that if we reach, I don't remember what I set the target amount. If we reach a certain amount of channel points contributed, I'll plan a stream where I work with chat to make a D&D character, because I've been on a bit of a D&D kick lately, trying to set up to play with some friends and just been taking a lot of D&D content. And I feel like it would be a funny idea to try and collaborate with chat to make a character that's at least somewhat feasible. Nacho. God, I could kill for some Doritos. I will kill this bomb. Oh, it smacked me in the face. This area, I remember fucking me up when I was younger. This area, I do got... No! Okay, we gotta reset the room. Knew some people would spam. He was talking about me. No, not just you. It's why also Forza Death/Loss is also on a big cooldown. You know, not just you. Plenty of people would spam certain abilities. There we go. Got it that time. The fucking scream I let out when that fell the first time was like on the equivalent of watching a like loved one fall off a cliff. You know? No! How do I reach that guy on the left? Wait, brain. I need bombs. I need La Bamba. If I'm remembering this correctly. Die. Right? No, that's not how. Hang on, let me brain. Let me try and brain and remember before chat yells at me. It's not through there. Ow. Buddy. No! Oh! I'm yelling at you. Why are you yelling at me? Stop yelling! I promise I'm not that stupid. Steve. Oh, that's right. That's one of the copy abilities I missed. Steve from Minecraft. Ah, fuck. I'm really struggling. I know I was congratulating myself for me. I remember so much of this game because I played it when I was younger. But like this area I remember would fuck me up. Well, it's not that. You know, my attention span. You know, social media has really killed my attention span, guys. I think we should stop using social media, except for Twitch. They're now at 10 left. Yeah, I know for a fact I got Smash. That's what I do when I see a hot guy or girl. Yeah! And then I put on sunglasses. And everyone in chat loves me. Oh! Yo-yo! Yo-yo! Wait, I want yo-yo. Yeah! Alright, you may continue. Oh, wait. Wait. Is this what I use to access the thingamajig? I think it is. Hold up. It was Kirby using the down sword slash move. Ow! I'm so badly hurt. My ankle. Yes! Oh, fuck, and then this guy's in here. Kill him. Kill your father. I helped. Machine parts. That is a Laurel, but okay, game, if you want to say that's machine parts, that's acceptable. Why are there so many crashes? There's so many of the guys that drop crash. I'm hurt badly. Help. I would like this door. Treasure. Fish fossil. We are so far away from water. A beast fossil. Oh, it's like when it's like when you play. It's like in Pokemon when you have the two fossils. Do you want fish or beast? Those are your options today. Gimme. And the Amber Rose from Steven Universe. Because like I said, my reference game is on point tonight. I am absolutely going to die soon. Because this area is not fun to deal with. Because of all the bombs. And I gotta fight him again? I just killed you, bruh. Get out of here. No one likes you. Get out. The Hydra from Air Ride. I gotta play Air Ride. The OG. I gotta play it sometime. I don't know if that'd be a fun thing to play on stream because I don't feasibly think I could like do the multiplayer. Ah, no! Actually, no. I'm fine with him dying. If I was smart, I could have just gotten that other yo-yo guy. Okay, I can't reach that. I gotta be so gingerly because I'm low health. First guy to ever play a Kirby game carefully because he screws up so much that he's taking a lot of damage. I know there's food down this way. First guy to ever suck at a Kirby game above the age of like 5. All right. Kirby Air Ride, I was saying, Kirby Air Ride would be a fun one to maybe play on stream, but I'd have to play against CPUs and stuff because love my friends, but so many of them just cannot stay up late to be in stream with me. So I feasibly just can't really post something like that. Ah, god damn it. I could have gotten another yo-yo, but I'm bad at the video game. I'm really bad at the video game. Woo. All right. Okay. It's fine, except I should go back up and take the other route and see what was up this way. Yes. You ever stay up for multiple days without sleeping? No. Admittedly, I... Oh, wait. Here's a chance for 2 yo-yo. Admittedly, I sleep at least some amount every night. The last time I went without sleep was... I think I talked about it a little bit with chat. Was when I got those awful headaches. There was one night during that, like, whole ordeal that I just physically did not sleep at all. They were so bad. That was probably the last time I didn't sleep at all, but usually I get at the bare minimum 3 hours of sleep. Oh no, Jim, no, no, he's dying. Oh no, Jim. It's fine. I'm not that bothered. All right, I want to get. Why is it paintbrush? Guys, have you not seen artists lately? They gotta make some. Oh, God. Okay, this is why I'm not 100%ing this mode, because I don't want to go all the way back through that. Artists are trying to make a living right now because of AI bullshit. I'm okay with paying that much for a paintbrush. Ow. I would like this, please. Ow. Thank you, game. I'm sorry that my big fat ass brushed up against a fucking spike. Act, don't you dare. Okay, food. The healing pancakes. I'm going to eat you now. You know what? Here, tack, go nuts. Pick what you want. Go nuts. Some pretty popular ones are left. I named the only popular one. I named Hammer and Wheelie and Yo-Yo. All right, that's all I needed to name. Let's be real. Oh God, thank you, tomato. Oh. All right, let's get through this. Wheelie, come on. Wheelie, come on. We can live. Wait, what? What? Why are you tack now? What happened? What did you do? Oh, I think I named it when the ad break started. I named Poison, but I don't know if you heard that one. But I don't think Poison's a popular one, all things considered. Oh, is this the computer boss? Yes, this one was so strange, but I love this one. This guy's cool. Like, it's just an RPG fight. I don't know why this fight is so cool to me. Stranger Dreamland Deluxe introduced a couple. It introduced... wait, are we counting, like, the megas? Because I know there was, like, Mega Sword and stuff. Wait, no! Hammer! It was there. Puppet Swaggers. This boss is cool. I do legitimately like this boss. Like, it's just an RPG text box with occasional things happening, like that. But it's still fun. Kill him, tack. And then we shield. And he does fucking nothing. Computer virus. Guys, it's Spamton! Is that the last one? Yes. That's the last one. You gained XP, not that it matters. Your maturity went up by 4. Your heroism went up by 5. Your puffiness went up by 5. Your eye sparkle went up by 4. Your squishiness went up by 5. Your friendship went up by 2. Tack, our friendship went up by 2. We can make out now. Guys, what friendship level are you at with Kirby? Would you say you're on a friendship level 2? Or friendship level 4? Friendship level 5 is where the stream would have to go offline for nothing safe. Actually, no, axe that joke. I don't feel good making that joke. With Kirby, you're friends with the criminal. Wouldn't be the first time. The big shot from across the block? Hey, kid, don't you want to be a big shot? I wake up. what? I know there's a like long ass one from the sweepstakes. It's like I get up at 6 a.m. just to go back to bed. I like that. Holy Congadero! Don't you want a big shot? I can't. I wish I could do the voice. Guys, rate right now. Would the stream be better if I could do like an authentic Spamton style voice? The answer is yes, always yes. Funnily enough, when chapter 2 first came out and I was still on, so this is not new information. This is not at all new information. I have been holding off on playing Deltarune until it all comes out so I can just play it all at once. Back when chapter 2 first came out, oh fuck, sleep. Back when chapter 2 first came out, I was annoyed as all hell by how much people were referencing Spamton. I found him annoying initially, but in the recent years, in the past few years, I have matured as a person. I've gone through my arc. I am going to find Sakurai and harm him for making this room. You trash heap, you kept it. You really do care. No! I thought that was Cutter at the end, honestly. Why can't my partner grab it? Why am I the only one who has to sleep? Ah! Help! Chris, you gotta let me out right now. Chris, you gotta let me out of this hole right now. I keep grabbing the sleep power up. Pain. This is pain. I am in pain as we speak. There. Fucking. Wait, I forgot he was a treasure. Never mind. Worth it. Worth all the pain. Fucking Mr. Saturn. Not worth it. It is worth it. I love Mr. Saturn because he's like the dumbest item in Smash because you just throw him and he makes a squeak sound. And also he's a reference to Earthbound, and that's like a super popular RPG, but if I criticize it at all or say that I've never really played it much, people will come at me with large forks and poke me in the ass. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. Actually, no, speaking of Earthbound, if we're going to talk about Earthbound unironically here for a moment, and it comes up naturally, I'm friends with the guy who runs like a TF2 server, and he decided it was a great idea. He was going to hold an event to play Earthbound in TF2, a custom-made like V-script map. It's a cool idea. It was such a cool idea, and concept-wise and like premise setup, it was cool. The issue is, he did not set it for everyone to be on the same team. So everyone was just killing each other while also trying to play. It's a real map. It's on the workshop. It's cool conceptually, but also the map actively required you to use the fucking use key in TF2, which is unbound by default because TF2 doesn't use it. So along with everyone killing each other the whole time, no one could make any progress for like over half an hour because no one knew what the fuck you did, because no one thought to use the use key to go and bind it. No, wait, no. I can grab that. I can totally grab that. Yes! It's the thing. That's me. I can pose like that. So, yeah, wait, my camera's not on. You can't. I promise I got up out of my gamer chair and posed just like that. I only know the Earthbound series because Undertale, and because I unfortunately saw NSFW the purple. What? What? I do not know how to respond to that in any functional way, and I thank you. You have fully functioning Earthbound in TF2 is crazy work. I don't know how fully function. I'll get back to that in a second, because I'm like mentally stunlocked over Barbaricle's message. Okay. Okay, let's go back to TF2. I don't think it worked. A part of me wonders, because we could not progress, by the way, after like an hour of everyone trying their hardest amongst killing each other. I'm like 80% sure the map was just blanket ported from like Gmod, and it was not meant to be played in TF2 with how it was set up. You're gonna have to go and look it up and see if you can find it. I don't remember what it was called, but it was literally just like Earthbound in TF2 as a map, but it just was not that functional at all. Also, thanks, Mirror. I wanted that. I wanted fire. Yeah, it was a custom. I was talking about it a minute ago when you stun locked me with your Earthbound message. A friend I know hosted an event where we played an Earthbound in TF2 map, and it was not that great. Also, is this just the start of the tower? I remember this area was not one of my favorites when I played this initially, because you could get kind of lost. I don't want to be lost. I want to have fun and spread wings and have joy and whimsy. Yes. Ad break starts in like 2.5 minutes, by the way, gamers. Just so you're fully warned. I try and give a good warning whenever the ads are going to start for the people who aren't subbed. Hint. Hint. No, I never want to be the annoying tuner that's like, hey, you should sub. It's like, no. If you're just here and watching, at most, I'm just going to ask, hey, you should spread the word and tell other people that I stream, you know? That's like the most I'm going to do. Why is there a random tiara? If I had to guess, it's possibly a reference to like Wonder Woman. Because she wore like a tiara like that, I think. But that could be me just really stretching. Shoutouts to the Wario icon for the death counter. It's a skull. It is just a skull. I don't... Maybe I'm confused and you're referencing something that I don't get, but it's just a skull PNG that I found that I thought was funny. It's just a funny skull PNG is all. Unless I'm stupid and I did set it as something Wario related on your end, on like the Force of Death. It looks like Wario. I don't fucking... It's a... You see a skull and you think, ah, Wario. Now I see. I kind of wanted to set it to be Wario, like a dead Wario now, just because he said that. As nonsensical as that means. I mean, Wario technically has a skull in him. I refuse to believe that. That man is a gelatinous blob, okay? You've seen the shit he can do in like the Wario Land series when he transforms. I don't think that man has a real skeletal system. I'm pretty sure it's straight up canon that Wario is immortal. It's in one of the game manuals, I know for a fact. No, I want down there. Game, stop. I would like down there, please. I don't think Wario has a skeleton. I just don't think that's true. Fight me all you want. Unicorn horn. So this just confirms that unicorns are real in Kirby. Is that like lore? Getting drink water. Doesn't die because he doesn't feel like it. Well, I think that is literally what it is in the manual explained as. Like, he just refuses to die. Wait, hold up, you're right. I am right because, funnily enough, I remember looking into it. Anyone who's been on the YouTube channel, don't go onto the YouTube channel, stay right here. I did that video talking about how death works in the Mario universe. And I don't remember if I bring it up in the video, but I know for a fact I found that while researching it, that he is just straight up immortal. And I just think that's a neat little fact. Bonk. No, wait, well, shit. Wait, no, we can't get that now. Wait, unless we just come back. Do we have to fight him again? I mean, yeah, but it's fine. The 3-star cane. Isn't that that is like a reference to a different... Okay, cool. So the death counter goes up to 2 now. Great. 2 deaths! I'm so fucking good at this video game, apparently. Great. Wait, did the stream freeze again? Why? Why does it do... Oh, wait, okay, I tabbed away from the game. So it only freezes if I tab onto the game itself? But if I'm tabbed onto, like, OBS, it's fine. Why? OBS has been having some weird stuff going on lately. I just updated it, too. So I'm, like, 80% sure some of the weirdness is from OBS's update. Okay. I shouldn't have to get the treasure here again, right? Yes. I mean, no, I don't have to. So that means I also don't have to worry about getting the treasure from Bonkers. Ooh, what's this do? What's what do? What's what do? Don't scare me like this. Also, I would like Bonkers. Oh, that's just... Oh, I got this now. Oh, you, like, redeemed to get a... emoji. God, look, I know this is gonna sound weird. I want the channel to grow more, not for my own specific like oh yeah, I want to grow as a creator, but I want to be Gongo, the GB man. Welcome Gongo, get in here. We're playing Kirby. That's it. I read unlocking email. I thought it was permanent. Is it not permanent? Cool Gamer Jeep. Everyone, welcome good friend Gongo in chat. The man, the myth, the legend, the GB man, who, he created Celeste. He made Celeste. Get in here, Gongo. Tell everyone your process of making Celeste. Unless he left already. He could have just popped in just to say, damn, they put me in the... No, I didn't. No, you did. Tell everyone your process. He is also... Guys, Gongo has so many cool facts about him. He was born 100 years ago from an egg, and he made Celeste because he loves trans people. You see, this is why my friends don't usually show up to streams, because I just gaslight and make shit up about them. And it is too slow to prove me wrong. I can just say shit. The egg bit is transcending the group chat, it's over. Look. I'm allowed to transcend... Gongo, let's be real. For the future project that you agreed to be on, why did I say that like Spamton? The egg bit was gonna be in that future project. Let's be real. I'm trying to keep the secret project a secret. The future project a secret. If you understand what I'm talking about, blink twice. If you don't, take it to the grave. Also, Sir Kibble, you have seen better days. Let's get you some food. But yeah, everyone, warm welcome to Gongo, good friend of my secret. Yeah, he made Celeste when he was, what was it, 13? You were only 13 when you made it, and it became the best Wario game in existence. And it sold 100 million copies in 24 hours. And he's personally met Team Cherry and shook their hands. Guys, I think what it says... If I had dementia, you would know. I would very publicly say that as a part of the stream. Wait, hold on. I've gotten Celeste at 13. You might be on to something. I'm on everything, Gongo. I'm on everything. If I had dementia, I would publicly advertise it, and that would be a selling point of a future stream. Guys, come in. I'm playing dementia. I'm playing dementia. I did, lol. See, Gongo? See? It wasn't a snipe. I just know this because you told me. You told me this, Gongo, in the future. Don't you remember? Wait, why did I say in the future and don't you remember? Brain. Anyways, I'm gonna be done specifically torturing Gongo by gaslighting him and reading his mind, unless he says something specific and funny in chat. Wait, come on, Sir Kibble. Yes, he did it. I didn't know if he was actually gonna do that on his own or if I needed to somehow coerce him into shooting the cable. Oh, mirror. Yeah, I'll take mirror. I like mirror. Or, okay, you can have mirror, sure. Ow, my face, ow. Thank you, Samira. Also, unrelated, why is there no stream category? Wait, fuck, did I forget to put a stream category? God damn it, once again, the wizard forgets to do a basic thing. You're right. I need to set a stream category. Give me one moment. There we go. I got the emote I already unlocked. Stop and look. Oh, hang on. We gotta stop and talk about. Let me get out of the danger room and I'll stop and talk about Ledian as promised. Okay, so let me pull up Ledian. Guys, this is Ledian. We already talked about him like, fuck, what was that, half an hour ago that we already did that challenge? I don't know what more to say. Is Ledian stronger than Goku? Yes, obviously. Riddle me this, chat. How many fists does Goku have? Only 2. But behold our Lord and Savior Ledian. He has 4. Does Goku have wings? No, he does not. Ledian has wings. Did Goku one-shot a psychic gym himself? No, he didn't. It's facts and logic, guys. I don't know what you want me to say. Let me get a drink. It's just basic facts that Ledian did. Yes, I blew through the psychic gym with Ledian back when we did Pokemon X. Goku couldn't do that. Ledian needs buffed. Ledian needs plus 200% movement speed. He needs time. He needs 10 times as much damage. He needs to leave behind a golden statue on kill. You need to do crits from behind. He needs to give crits every time you sap a building. I'm trying to think of all the bullshit, like, fucking stats from TF2. He needs the headshot. Where is the dulls stream? I'll do a dulls stream when I'm bored. You know, the other night when I played Barnyard, I just ended up doing a bunch of dulls at the end because I was bored. Anyways, we talked about Ledian. Let me put bye Ledian. You'll come back up whenever someone inevitably redeems that again. There, I completed the challenge. So Twitch will no longer yell at me that I've said it before, Twitch just yells at me. It's like, you didn't complete the challenge. Why is a category? What do you mean? That's what we're playing. Want my save points to just do that? I will save my points to do just that. Oh, that's what he said. I don't know what you're going on about, Gongo. We're clearly playing Family Guy Pinball. Look, there's Peter Griffin right now. Boom, I killed him with the pinball. Jokingly, I've set the stream category to Family Guy Pinball a few times. One of these days, I'm just going to play that on stream, and you're all going to have to reckon with that fact. It could happen any day, and you would be none the wiser. Can I leave this place? Where's the pin and where's the ball? Okay, Gongo, I want you to stop for 1 second and consider this. The pin is this. Now look at what shape Kirby is. And I know for a fact that if you were in call with me right now, you would have gone, holy shit. Because that's just what you respond to most of my nonsense with. And I perfectly played it in my head of you going, holy shit. Anyways, let's leave the castle. I hate the tower. Shit, bro. Exactly. Gongo, when have I ever steered you wrong? I was there when you developed Celeste, and I gave you a guiding hand in coming up with the Kasusted Fooper as a tech for speedrunners to use. Well, you was there too. I just saved the fucking Mater Talltale. Well, you was there too, but on myself. I'm just going to... The funny part about you just joining into a stream, Gongo, and watching is I can just make up lore for you. Guys, also go follow Gongo on Twitch. He plays Celeste, his own creation. because it's his favorite game ever made besides Deadlock and Super Mario Land 2. I'm gonna let you out. Kasusted Fooper is used a total times. Yeah, that's why I suggested it for you to add it into the game, because it'd be funny for it to be used 0 times. Gongo, I am staying 1 step ahead of you at all times. Don't you worry. Also, I need Jet here because I want to go up into that. Wiz, your tech sucks. That's why I made it, baby. Gongo, could anyone else have made the Kasusted Fooper? No one. No one could have made it. Only I, the madman. Also, I'm not going down for that treasure because I hate Jet so much. I need to get rid of this thing. Get it out of me. No one in their right mind could have made the Kasusted Fooper. And the more I say Kasusted Fooper, the more chat thinks I just made up a word. But no, the rest of chat who is not in on it, Kasusted Fooper is a real speedrun like trick for Celeste. It is a real thing. Not a speedrun. It is just a real trick in Celeste that you can do. This is not a me fucking with chat moment. This is a real ass thing in Celeste. Also, I need Jet back just so I can light that. Yep. And I just like it because Kasusted Fooper is like the best name for anything ever. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. Wiz adds 7TV emote so I can post. What does 7TV means? I don't know what that means. Gongo, you gotta realize that despite all of my years of training, I suck as a streamer. And I don't know basic shit. And that's part of my appeal. Along with all the slurs I say, and the abundance of skeletons I have in my recording booth. Twitch extension for emotes. I've never heard of that. I will look into it after this stream because I don't feel like doing... I don't like messing with settings mid-stream unless it's like important. And until someone in chat says that they're going to die unless I activate 7TV, besides you, Gongo, I won't activate it now. But you know what? I'll probably do it after the stream. If anyone besides Gongo said that they're going to die, then maybe. I'm going to die if you don't activate the thing. Do I really want to sit here and pause? Do you guys really want to sit here and pause and watch me? Wiz, you need CPR! You talk about... Okay. You want to talk about bits extending out of group chats, Gongo? Sure, you know, I'll explain that one at least. Oh, fuck, no. I ruined everything! No! I gotta go back and restart the level. That's the only bit I'm going to explain for my friends group chat is whenever we need someone in the call to like join right away, like, guys, we need to show you something. We just ping whoever and say, blank, I need CPR, get in here right now. And it always works for some reason. It just does. Probably because we're all such good friends who want to make out with each other to save lives. But also, you know what? Let me finish Great Cave Offensive and I'll see if I can activate 7TV whatever midstream. I don't know if I can do it midstream. I'm also not going to explain any more bits from the group chat. If Gongo... Chat, this is a warning for Gongo. He's a menace who made Celeste. If he says anything you don't understand, I'm not going to explain. Wait, what is the bone counter? It's the death counter. Yes, I've died on Kirby twice. Yes, I'm ashamed of it. I made a new shit post. I'll check it when I'm out of this area. I'm not going to talk about the fact that I've died on Kirby a couple times here now. Laugh at the streamer. That's the thing. They're supposed to laugh at me at least sometimes. Not all the time, because it will make me sad, and then I'll cry and shit my pants. And then I never show up again. And as much as certain people would probably love for me to never appear in their Twitch feed again, I gotta keep going out of spite. I believe this is the big hand guy. Yes. Low-key one of my favorite bosses design-wise because it's just big hands. And big hands are always a fun design trope. Like, guys, we love iRock from Mario 64. Everyone loves iRock because he's just big hand. Guys, let's give a big hand for Wham Bam Rock. Everyone's favorite Kirby boss. I will never forget when I joined your stream for the first time at the perfect time, immediately laughed at you for failing. See, I don't know if there's a part of the bit you still have Hollow Knight in your tags. That's not a part of the bit. That's because I just genuinely forget to change tags. So, this is a complaint that I have with Twitch versus streaming on YouTube. On YouTube, it would always ask me, hey, what are you streaming? It would go out of its way to ask me to set the tags and everything before every stream. Twitch, there's no way to do that. You have to be vigilant and just remember to set it. Also, I forgot that Rock kind of sucks for this fight because you have so few chances to actually hit him like that. But also, as for Barbarical, you joining into me failing, that's my trick. I make you laugh and or pity me, and then you follow. And that's how I've amassed my 40-something followers. Gongo, you feel pity in me. You should follow me right now to see a funny little follow alert show up. Me watching the top right of the screen to see if a follower alert shows up. Does Gongo pity me? That's the question we're going to answer now. But we did it. We beat the cave. If I unfollow and follow again, does it work? Probably. Probably. My own chat is in tune with me because you just answer probably the same way I do. All right. Let me stretch my back a little bit. Of course that's the one that shows up. Of course. Out of all of them, the newest one I just put in. I have too much fun making those little things. All right, I'm gonna look up on my phone what the fuck a 7TV is, and if I can possibly do anything with that while I'm live. 7TV Twitch. The fuck is 7TV? Can you show everyone my ship post? I'll at the very least look at it while I'm also. Wiz has Dementors, guys. A part of me. TV dinner moment. What do you mean TV dinner moment? What is TV dinner moment? What does that mean? Are you watching me? Will you eat your dinner? I mean, if so, that's cool. Okay, Dry Bones is gonna show up just for a second so I can. It's so small. Why is it so small? Guys, it's me with dementia. And then I just put this up and you'll never know if my thing's working or not. I appreciate a good old play on words there. All right, now I can't skip these cutscenes. I'm gonna look into 7TV because Gongo yelled at me. And he scares me when he yells. How to install live. Honestly though, favorite track in the Undertale OST? I'm not gonna be a basic bitch and say Megalovania, as good as that song is. Favorite song might be Hopes and Dreams, or no, Your Best Nightmare. That track goes hard. That one goes hard. Also, it looks like to use 7TV, I gotta download some shit, and I ain't gonna use up my bandwidth to download midstream. So, you know, after stream, I'll look into what the fuck a 7TV is. I like Your Best Nightmare and the song Undertale. Someone should make a game based off of that. I could do... No, wait, I can't do the touchscreen mini games because then the stream will freeze because I'll have to click on the emulator because this thing kind of sucks. Let's do Gourmet Race. With, like, one of the best tracks in all of Kirby. Or at least one of the most infamous. You know what? Oh, Bone Trousel is also a good one. I know that's probably also a basic-ass bitch pick if I'm gonna denounce Megalovania. But at the very least, Papyrus is better than Sans, and I will stand on that opinion. I've played all of this before, game. I know your secrets. All right, now I gotta lock in so I can race DDD. Give me a second. Give me a moment. I'll read chat after I'm done being locked in. This minigame, okay. I know I'm supposed to be locked in. Y'all ever heard of the glorious Octagon of Destiny? It is an amazing. It's an amazing YouTube poop MV. Yes, I did it. And it uses gourmet race at some point. The idea of this minigame is so funny. Who's the fatter fuck? Man, I'm the fattest fuck in all of the land. I was about to say, can you name a fatter streamer? Queso immediately comes to mind. So you know what? You win this round, Queso. This is the only point you get above me. And I'll stand by my opinions. All right. This baby corners like a dream. And it's just my legs. Imagine you're in a foot race with someone and you want to gloat and you're like, this baby corners like a dream, and you pat your legs. Fuck you. I'm the fatter fuck. Unfortunately, never done a gourmet race just because I've never played a Kirby game that had one. Look, okay, genuinely, play Superstar Ultra. This is like the best Kirby game. Or at least the one I'm most nostalgic for, so that's what's important. Is nostalgia. I remember it so you don't have to, you know? And everyone loves that guy. Everyone loves the nostalgia critic. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Gongo loves the nostalgia critic. Don't you, Gongo? I'm just putting him on the spot. Look, it's the fact that you, Gongo, are one of my closest friends and you've joined into the call, or joined into the stream. I get to call you out for this shit. Set yourself up. All right, come on, go. I asked, I've seen like 2 nostalgia critic videos. Yeah, because he's your favorite. It's the only 2 YouTube videos you've ever seen. 2 episodes of Nostalgia Critic. And they were Beeb's Kids and The Cat in the Hat. Because you told me how much you loved when Nostalgia Critic watched The Cat in the Hat. You told me that last night in call. Ring Racers, smiley face. Fuck, I gotta play more Ring Racers. I want to plan out either a Ring Racers event or a Smash Brothers event. Not for a stream, but just for a, hey guys, let's play this game type for the Discord server. I want to lean a little more towards Smash because I genuinely had a little bit of an itch to play Smash Ultimate again. And we talked about the other day when I played Slay the Spire. Alright, time for, I think everyone kind of loves Revenge of Meta Knight. I think it's just kind of okay in the grand scheme. When I'm through all the games, I'll go through and rank them. That'll be fun. Also, now I can skip cutscenes. This one I'm not too big of a fan of because there's too much dialogue in my Kirby game. Kirby's here. He's flying this way. Oh no, what do we? I'm not reading all this. Like it's such whatever. Like, can you name, who is this man? Can you even name what this character's name is? I've played this game for 30 years and I cannot name this bird fuck. I just know his icon. Because who gives a shit? Who actually gives a shit about any of these guys? Except for Meta Knight's cool. He's aura and hype moments the character. Everyone else in the story mode for this is such a who gaff. I don't. I for sure don't. I'm working on a video right now ranking meat canning cartoons based on survival situation. Bro, that's America. I get it, Gongo. I get your joke. Also, Captain Vull, that's his name. Watch me forget it in like 5 minutes. Because it's such a whatever name. I will say, I love the timer that's always going in this. Anyways, let's go fight Heavy Lobster. I like Heavy Lobster. He's funny. Especially because he's like... I brought up earlier, he's the only way that you can get the paint. Gotta go fast. Guys, what if they put Sonic in... Do you think Sonic could beat Kirby? Like if you just plopped Sonic into Kirby's world, do you think he could handle it? I think he'd be good up until the Lovecraftian horror boss fights. Then he would absolutely get creamed. Also, we die. Kirby dies. He's dead. He's dead. No, we're skipping the cutscenes. We're speedrunning this bitch. Come on, stop. Sonic's with he could beat them because he fought gods before. I don't know. Gongo, you're the Sonic expert here. Will you weigh in for the rest of my chat? Does he have the Chaos Emeralds? Probably, possibly. If not, he's screwed. Let's assume that he could collect the Chaos Emeralds similarly to how he does in like the Sonic games. You know, he could just find them lying about in Kirby's world. In the same hidden area. I gotta leave. You can no longer use me as a scapegoat. No, but that's my favorite usage for Gongo, as a scapegoat to pin blame on and make shit up about. Otherwise, I gotta do it with chat, and I feel bad doing it with other members of chat because they're strangers. But also, Sonic has a 40% chance of winning. Thank you for crunching all the numbers, Gongo. Goodbye, chat. You see, this is why Gongo's great. I ask him, what is the exact chance of Sonic beating Kirby? And he just gives me the number. No elaboration or anything. Arguably the most impressive feat he accomplished in the base form is being able to hold his own against Emerald at the end of Sonic Battle. Is Sonic Battle canon? I thought that was like a spin-off game. I didn't think that was like canon. But then again, I'ma be real. You wanna know the two Kirby. You wanna know the two Sonic games that I have played? No, more than two. The only Sonic games I've played outside of the times that I've streamed CD, Knuckles, and Adventure are Sonic Rush and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Those are the only Sonic games I've played just in my own time. Sonic Rush is a banger, and I will defend that game to my dying breath. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games was on the Wii. That's all I can say for that one. It certainly existed, and I played it whenever I was bored of Wii Sports, which was not often because Wii Sports is, you know, Wii Sports. I don't know what person in their right mind would ever pick Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games over Wii Sports, but I did very occasionally when I was like, I've played a little too much bowling here. Let's play Mario and Sonic, and they play tennis and swim. That's how I was as a small child. Only Sonic games I've played are Sonic Mania Plus, Forces, and Frontiers. I think it's pretty often agreed upon that Sonic Rush is pretty damn good. I know, okay, I know that the online opinion is Sonic Rush is good, Sonic Rush Adventure bad. I have not played Sonic Rush Adventure. Sonic Rush, so when I say I'm nostalgic for the DS, Sonic Rush was one of the games I played a fuck ton. And I will also say it has like one of the best soundtracks on for a DS game ever. And I know that's not like a unique take because all Sonic games have amazing soundtracks. Like there's not a single Sonic game that I think has a specifically bad soundtrack. But Sonic Rush, man, back to back, on that, back to back, back. Right there, right on, right there, right on. I have so much of that soundtrack just immortalized in my brain, and it's never gonna leave. That's the one that's in the circus level. That's where that song comes from. Yes, all those songs are Sonic Rush songs because Sonic Rush is a fucking G. Sonic Rush is great, and you know what? I said I'm gonna play a bunch of DS games over these next couple months. Put Sonic Rush on that list. I will play Sonic Rush within the next couple of months. Rush Adventure is gimmicky and can definitely be kind of padded out if you're not into replaying levels. I'm never into replaying levels because I think I've established it before. My attention span is like not. That's all I'll leave it on. Also, I'm trying to remember more of the Sonic. I didn't stop seeing Sonic Rush's soundtrack. This is Wizard sings the hits of Sonic Rush. I'm just trying to remember more off the top of my head. I already did back to back. No wait, I already did Right On. Right there, Right On. How the fuck? Oh wait, yeah, that's How the Fuck. Oh wait. Scratch me. Metal Scratchin' is one of the best boss themes in all of history. Oh. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? Hammer. Oh, I got suplex. Oh, I don't want suplex. Guess I'm suplexing. I want suplex, said no Kirby player ever. I'm sorry, it's kind of cool to flip shit around, but it's like, it gets kind of lame after a while. I'd rather have most other abilities, but I'm trying to do this thing where I avoid swapping power-ups unless I actively just lose them from my own stupidity. No, I wanted to grab the nut. And it's the fact I can't do anything during this fight with suplex. Come on. Come on, Rock. You got this. Go, Rocky. Fuck him up. No, I wanted to grab the nut. Come on, Rocky. You got the... Actually, you know what? Fuck this. Rocky, grab that, please. I'm getting hammer. I know I said I was going to give suplex a try, but, like, I just don't fuck with suplex all too much if I'm gonna be real. If I'm gonna be a real. It's gotten out of football mascots harassing workers at random businesses. That was me in my spare time. And I just harass people all the time anyways. Oh yeah, right before the ad break, Wizard sings the hits. I did Metal Scratchin'. I was doing... Scratch me, beep. That Sonic... God, the more I'm just thinking about Sonic Rush, the more I'm talking myself into, I should just stream that. Like, next week, Tuesday. Not Monday, because Monday is Hollow Knight night, and I'm keeping true to my word. Hey, Wiz, remember when you were naming abilities? I named all of them. Oh, wait, Sonic. There, that's the one I missed. I missed Sonic. There we go. Mission complete. Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and 3D Blast. There. I did it. I'm a professional. I've never played Sonic Rush, but I find Right There, Right On really catchy. Go boot up. If we weren't playing Kirby right now and listening to Kirby music that's good, not as good, I would just boot up the whole Sonic Rush soundtrack, because that soundtrack... Ooh! Ooh! I would do inappropriate activities to some of those songs. I don't know if I can say specific words in specific orders on Twitch. I know YouTube would yell at me if I make a joke like that, but, like, we're not on YouTube. But I don't know how far I can take it on Twitch. Oh, fuck. I need fire. Okay, you could be Hammer now. And you're gonna love it, because you're bonkers. And he's crazy! The trick system makes it kind of hard to hear the songs from what I have heard. Okay. You force your ears to filter out the trick system, okay? That's what I did when I was a youngin'. I just ignored the tricks. Or just listen to the songs on their own, you know? That's a thing you could also do. Let me get a drink of water. Also, the return of Dynablade. We love this guy. Favorite Kirby enemy design? Ooh. It might be Jim? Because he's just a robot with a backwards hat and a yo-yo. And I know that's kind of simple, but I love him. Either Jim or Sir Kibble, because Sir Kibble is just a guy. I love Sir Kibble. Look at him. The Gordos are pretty iconic. I quite like them. I don't like this pineapple guy. I don't know. Something about him just doesn't tickle my fancy as much. Yeah, you know, probably either Jim or Sir Kibble. They're just guys, and I love them. I like Chip and Como. Chip and Como. I don't... Which enemy are they? I'm gonna be real, I don't know a lot of them by name. That's far enough, Kirby. Meta Knight's not even here. It's his two ghouls. Como is the Spider-Man and Chip is the yellow fox that just jumps. Oh, the one that's like shaped like a blob. Would it be strange if we said Nabbit is one of my favorite Mario characters? That is not strange at all. A lot of people love that guy. And you know what? He's great. I don't love him, but he is pretty cool. I may be biased because I'm always going to love purple characters and I'm always going to love little guy characters. And you know what? Nabbit is a little guy who's purple. So he kind of just automatically checks all the boxes for me. Whee! Up we go. Ow. Nabbit's cool. Take a wild guess. Given the information that I like purple, who you think one of my favorite Sonic characters, not Sonic characters, Mario characters is? You've passed ability you haven't named 4 times now? Plasma? I know I've named Plasma. What? Ah, I forgot the corpse's damage. Oh, well. Now we go up to 3. You know what? Could be worse. I know this is gonna freeze the stream a second. Not Plasma. I don't... Bomb? I know I've named Bomb. And I don't know what other ability I've passed. And I don't feel like going back. Ugh. Die. I hate that enemy's design. That guy, Mr. Big Grabby Hand. I want to be Ninja. Or not. Jim! Oh wait, I think I mixed up the enemy with another one. The enemy you're missing is red instead of green. Red instead of green. What green enemy did I pass? Oh, you mean fire? Flames? Burning? It's one of those. It's this guy up here. Also, I'm keeping Yo-Yo. Correct, it's burning. Oh yeah, because that is different to flames. Fire and burning are different. I like how they're more of a neutral presence, not being particularly... Yeah, Nabbit's cool. Nabbit is awesome. Is Nabbit in... Okay, so I don't have a Switch 2. Is Nabbit in Mario Kart World? I'll be really happy if he is. Big damage. Yes. God damn, that's just another reason that I gotta get a Switch 2 and play Mario Kart World. 9 left. I should be given an award if I can name all of them before the end of the stream, but I highly doubt I'll be able to name the rest of them. God, shut up. I don't care. I've genuinely already forgotten this man's name after joking that I was gonna forget it, because I just don't care. The only guy who matters here is Meta Knight, because he's cool and he's aura. Everyone else is like, who gives a shit? B Birdman. Captain Vol? Maybe? It started with a V. I'm like 70% sure. He's one of those characters that I would honestly think even diehard Kirby fans might struggle with remembering the name, because he only appears in this, if I am not mistaken. Then again, I'm not the extreme Kirby fan. My brother is. The same brother who is also an extreme Hollow Knight fan and a masochist who plans on doing a Steel Soul run at some point is also a very big Kirby fan. So maybe he could correct me on that. I'll get his opinion on best copy ability. He will probably say hammer. Oh god. Biospark. I don't know if we're getting through this one. Oh wait, no, kiss me. Mwah. All right. Wait, I want to do the cool. Yeah, that move is so cool. Did you know that they base that off of the fact that Sakurai could actually do that trick with the yo-yo? The honest thing about Nabbit as a character is that for some reason they keep really close tabs on Mario and Co., even following them to the Flower Kingdom Wonder. Genuinely, I think it's just because Nabbit wants to steal from Mario. I think Nabbit understands that if they follow Mario, they're going to find coins. That they're going to find a large abundance of coins. And that Mario's probably not going to harm them. Because, like, your immediate first thought would probably be, oh, just follow Wario. Wario would kill someone. Oh, my throat. Wario would kill someone for 5 cents. I think Nabbit understands that Wario would be too dangerous to follow. But Mario is more of a safe bet because it's just like follow at a safe distance and collect money. That's it. I like Spire, but I think the strongest ability is high jump because it has insane invincibility frames, which makes it important to use, which is why everyone hates it. I just don't use it because... Damn it, we're now to 4 deaths on a Kirby game. I didn't realize that part had an auto camera. I was trying to go back. Oh, wait, and I forgot the stream freezes if I fucking center on the game because Melon DS is a good emulate. I mean, my DS is being a piece of shit. Nintendo will never know. It will be our little secret. I just think high jump is boring just in general because it's like, wow, I could already jump. Now I can jump, but big. You know? That's kind of my take on it, at least. I wanted you to be that. In spite of everything, that is the most interesting thing to come out of New Super Mario Bros. Along with Dry Bowser. Dry Bowser is a G. Dry Bowser is great. Nothing personal. Right, down, left, right, HS. That is that, wait, HS. Wait, right, down, back, forward. Is that, I'm gonna shot in the dark. Is that Potemkin Buster? That's just a complete shot in the dark, and I have no clue if I'm gonna be correct about that. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I've never played Guilty Gear in my life. I just know that that's like an infamous move from it. I'm a genius. Chat is never allowed to make fun of me for not knowing things ever again. I just blind guessed Potemkin Buster. That's PB Buster, also a common. This is like the Wispy Woods chase in Planet Robobot. Maybe I'll play Planet Robobot in the future. Die. Why am I dying? Because I correctly guessed Potemkin Buster? Because I'm a genius? Because my intellect rivals that of Einstein? Despite the name is a ruse! It's all been a ruse! You don't know every Kirby ability? I already named all of them when you were not looking. You just didn't hear me because I was staying quiet to be kind to the people sleeping. That's it for the people who tune into my streams as background sleep noise. I'm thinking of a meme regarding Pot Buster. Oh, where it's like, just die. Maybe someday I will play Guilty Gear. I've made that promise before. Someday I will, because I like 2D fighting games. We're missing 2 fan favorites. Genuinely don't know how you haven't named them. Because there's like 80 power-ups in Kirby, alright? I can't be expected to name everything, even though I already have. PB on Wake Up. I know Potemkin Buster is like a really big grab, and he like jumps up in the air and goes into the ground. I hope you all appreciate my high-quality sound effects for that. He like flies up in the air, and there's like a whole dramatic scene of you being up in the clouds with like angels and shit. And he's like, Potemkin Buster! Like, that's all I know. That's the only Guilty Gear thing I really know, admittedly. No, it's HPP. What's HPP? HBP. I don't know what that is. Let me through. Oh, don't worry. I'm also... Get up there. Stay on that button, please. God. This portion is not fun Heavenly Potemkin Buster. Ah. I mean, so I was like half right. It's still a Potemkin Buster. Let's be real. You know? Also, I am a fan of traditional fighting games. I recently installed the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 community mod to play around with. And I've been having some fun with it. I'm a nerd. I think Marvel vs. Capcom might be one of my favorite traditional fighting games, alongside just regular ass Street Fighter. I love Akuma. I love playing Doom. Because yes, I main Doom in Marvel vs. Capcom because he's fucking awesome. Have you ever heard of Animation Versus? No. Oh wait, no wait. Animation Versus, like, do you mean like the rap battle videos? That's the only thing. Animation Versus anything? Or are we thinking of something else and I'm about to out myself as a big nerd? No, I think we already crossed that line when I said I played Doom in Marvel vs. Capcom. God, shut up. I don't care about any of you. I like that guy because he's got a chef hat. He's the only guy I like. He just outran a cannonball, lol. Yeah, because I'm fast as fuck, boy. Sonic got nothing on me. Like the animation stuff from Alan Becker. Oh, yeah. Animation versus Animator. I know the OG one. I know the OG, and I know that there's like a bunch of new ones with lore. But I've not watched any of the new stuff. Okay, we got to trick into shooting this. I missed. This is also such a cool boss fight. How you gotta like trick it into shooting the laser. Oh no, bird on. I don't really care. They're making a legit fighting game now. That does sound pretty cool. I've heard of just a few quick rounds. I've not played it yet, but I've heard of it. And I'm also quite fond of Yomi Hustle. And that's one that I've contemplated streaming some night. Y'all fuck with Yomi Hustle? If I do. It's such a cool fighting game concept. Few quick matches is pretty cool. I've seen it, and I know the ninja from Yomi Hustle is in it, so that's why I brought it up in relation to that. Oh, get out of here. Yomi Hustle is cool, and I play Cowboy. This isn't Family Guy pinball. No, it is. Look. This is the ball. Here are the pins. I like the purple minion in the text boxes. Which one? The guy who's like who had the secret 1-up board? I gotta wait for the text box to come back up to see which one's the purple one again. Because like I said, I just don't care for any of these guys. Except for Meta Knight. Meta Knight's a cool one. But also welcome, Pseudo. We're just playing Kirby. That guy's kind of neat because he's got like a helmet. Oh, that guy. The one with red eyes and looks like a robot. Okay, he's got a cool design. But again, I just don't... aside from thinking that they got cool designs, I don't know how... Really? Another death. Okay. That is 6 deaths. No, 5 deaths. No. Game. No, wait. No, the stream froze. I fixed everything. Everything is going exactly to plan. I would have loved Yo-Yo there, but I guess I get Rock. I don't really want Rock, but I guess this is what I get. When did you die the 5th time? Just then. Wow. We cut that out. I will not cut anything out. I'm gonna keep doing all my bullshit. You know what? That could have easily been avoided, and yet I just didn't. And now I'm a fool who's at 6. I look away for 2 seconds and you die again. No, you're dreaming. This has all been a dream the past 5 seconds of the stream. I'm trying to reference Sponge. Will you cut that out? Love Plankton. Plankton is my favorite Kirby character. No, actually, unironically, Plankton might be my favorite character from SpongeBob. I've not watched much of the new stuff. I'm a classic SpongeBob boy. I love me seasons 1 through 3 in the movie. Plankton's great. Plankton movie saved SpongeBob. I've not watched it. Is it good? I'm going to assume by that comment that it's good. Since that movie, SpongeBob's been getting good again. I heard it was just getting good again in general, like not too long ago. I've heard the Sandy movie is just kind of whatever. You'll never catch me, crabs. Not when I shift into maximum overdrive. I can't. God. And Mr. Lawrence. A gift to humanity. Not if I switch into maximum overdrive. Also, we're killing these guys now. Also, he's orange, I guess. Because that's the guy who's supposed to be purple. He's orange. I'm just going to eat them. Sandy movie sucked, but the Plankton movie is second best to them, only to the original movie. What about the Sponge on the Run? Everyone, it feels like everyone just kind of forgets that Sponge on the Run exists. I don't hear anyone ever talk about it. Also, wait. No, I thought that was a secret thing there. I don't remember anything from Sponge on the Run, even though I know for a fact I've seen it. And I thought the second one where they all turned superheroes was like, okay. Didn't Sponge on the Run get canceled? No, it came out. It's a real movie. It happened. I haven't seen it, but the general opinion is the second worst. I've heard some stanky stuff for it, and that admittedly, it looks like it was supposed to just be a backdoor pilot for the Camp Coral show. Otherwise, like, it's kind of whatever. It was. Oh, and that it has Keanu Reeves as a tumbleweed. I know everyone lost their shit over that. Like, that was one of the few positives to come from this movie. Also, Kibble, you're getting your shit rocked. I need to kill Meta Knight. No! Kibble, I'll avenge you. I avenged you. Wait, Kibble, take this. Live on. I want his sword now. Oh wait, no, he's no longer Kibble. I did save him. And then he became Wheelie against his will. I forgot that you're just given Wheelie here. Ah! This part was always so fucking cool when I was younger. That you're escaping a burning ship while riding Wheelie. Like, this is just cool. Wheelie Rider is already one of the coolest things you can do in this game. But the fact that they gave it a dedicated segment is awesome. Except for when I die. Which, like, to be fair, only happened because I ran into a wall. It is awesome! Except my DS appears to not be handling this segment all right because it is ever so slightly stuttering. But it's fine. It's still cool. It's an escape sequence and a boss fight against... Give up for death number 7, everybody! Woo! The one guy who's been sitting in the back stream waiting for me to hit death number 7 is losing it right now. Oop. Metroid, but cool. Yeah, Metroid wishes. Metroid wishes. Hang on, game. I'll attend to you in a second. Had to update the death counter to 8. The slight lag is throwing me off, but I'll get through it. Death number 8! Number 8, baby! To be fair, the fact that I've died the most on the Meta Knight specific subgame, kind of fitting. Let's be real. Let's all be real and honest with ourselves. There's no other game that I should be dying this amount of times on. Don't worry, I caught myself. One more attempt before game over. Well, there, I did it. It's not a particularly long escape sequence. I didn't realize I got my life counter. I'm gonna let this play out because it's cool and the music is nice. Look, this is the hardest a Kirby game has ever gone. You have Kirby on a motorcycle watching the ship just fall. Just, And we get, and the credit sequence, like this is a movie. And we get to see all, here, look, I'll see if there's an ability here I don't recognize that I haven't named yet. Wing, I know I named him. Fighter, yep. Jet, I know I named him because I talked about how Jet sucks. Sword, yeah. Fire, because we had the debate of fire versus burning. Stone, Bomb. Have you heard the song for the battle against Meta Knight in Forgotten Land? I don't know. Plasma, I feel like I named Plasma. Wheel. I know, I listened to King Dedede's theme from that game. Ice. Wait, did I name Ice? I don't remember if I named Ice. I know King Dedede's theme from that game is good. Copy. Suplex. Because it's the one that we debated on. Hammer. I named Ice and Plasma. All right, so let's see what I missed. Parasol. That's one I don't think I specifically named. Maybe. And okay, that was all of them. Bye, Kirby. Bye, Kirby. Now for Milky Way Wishes, my second favorite, or possibly favorite depending on how I feel, versus Great Cave Opens. But this one is just cool. It's Kirby in space. And that's all it really had to be. Both King Dedede and Meta Knight got some damn good songs. Look, it's the same thing with Sonic. Kirby just has good-ass games. And, I mean, good-ass music in its games. But also the first one is true. Yes, I've played this before. Oh, wait, this is one that uses the touchscreen. We're gonna avoid using the touchscreen when we can. Alright. Because if I click, watch what happens if I click. Wow, the stream's frozen. Amazing technology. So we're gonna avoid using the touchscreens when we can. Oh wait, that's right. That's the gimmick with this one. You don't get copy abilities from the enemies. You have to collect them in little capsules. Fuck, so I gotta click on it sometimes. Unless I just, whatever power-up I'm given, I just roll with it. That might have to be the case. Wow! It is a cool gimmick to not... It's kind of like playing the original, just Kirby's Adventure, just not being able to use abilities whenever. So I'll give it props for that. But it also makes it boring for the beginning parts here because I just can't do anything. Where's anything? A Kirby roguelike game would go so hard. Isn't there a roguelike mode in like the new Kirby Fighters or something? Am I stupid? Don't answer that question. But I'm pretty sure there is. Fighters 2, yeah. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. I know some things. Not a lot, but I know some things. You bird friend. You are my bird friend now because I don't want to be wing. I want to be ready for whenever I come across a better copy ability pod. No, I don't. No, thank you. I don't really want to fight you. Kiss. Kiss your homies. Wait, no, I'm getting lost. Okay, no, we want right. There's the exit. Let me out. Oh shit, bird on, take it from here. I cannot do much. Oh wait, I can do this. Bonk. There we go. Bird on, lock in. Come on. Do better. You disappointed me. Draco, Kirby's biggest hater. He's such a simple design. It's just Cloud with eye. I can never beat Kracko as a kid. He's like one of the first bosses, man. You know what? I'm the guy with 8 deaths on Kirby. I should not be saying anything. No. I saved him by eating him. I know this is like the Kirby's Adventure Fountain. I know that's a reference. Or from like Kirby's Dream Land? Question mark? From one of them. Whew. Alright. This is such a good song in the game. I know I have the option of wing. I would rather be not Kirby than... I'd rather have no power-up than wing. Wing low-key just sucks. Maybe someday I'll go through and I'll rank all the copy abilities out of just my own sake and curiosity. Wing sucks. And I'll say it again when the ads are over and people in chat can hear me say it. It's boring. It's awkward to control. It has such a weird projectile to it. I don't like it. And I don't have to like it, do I? Watching mascots harassing workers again. That's just me. That's just my daily routine, harassing people on the internet. Actually, no, that's the right. They do that. I only harass my audience. I only harass the people who consent to joining into the stream. Welcome back. I was saying during the ad break, I was talking about how I would rather have no power-up than use wing. Wing sucks, and I will stand by that thought forever. If I were to ever rank all the Kirby power-ups, wing would, honest to God, be towards the bottom. Maybe not at the absolute bottom because you got shit like light and small. But, you know... I just don't... Does anyone like wing? There's my question for chat. Does anyone here like using wing? What do you got against wing? It's awkward. It's slow. Its attacks are really ineffective, if we're being completely honest. It's just weird. I just don't fuck with it. That's what I got against wing. The point that I'd rather just do this whole fight without it. Wing is one of my favorite abilities. It's really agile. Man, I just hate it. Boom, paint. Well, time to just do that a couple more times. I think it's cool that this is one of the few places you can get this ability from, but it's also like, why is this... I wish paint was more throughout the game. It'd be such a cooler ability if you could get it more than just this fight or randomly against Heavy Lobster. Also, why I like them. It's not really all that slow. Sure, its attacks are kind of... Oh! You know what? Sure, I'll take Mirror. I forgot that if you get 2 of the same, you get a random one. Boom. I don't fuck with wing. And I'm just gonna stay on my little hater train for that. I just don't fuck with wing. It's slow and boring to me. Mix. Oh, is Mix the one I'm missing? Okay, good. I get to keep Mirror. I was worried I was gonna lose Mirror. Mirror goes hard. Like, I don't know if Mirror has really showed up again. I think it last appeared in, I want to say, like 3D Land, not 3D Land, Triple Deluxe or Robobot. That was the same as Pain, so I already checked it off. That was the name for getting 2 abilities in Adventure. Oh. Maybe, you know what? Maybe after the stream, after we play through the whole game, if I have time, I'll find a tier list of every Kirby copy ability and I'll like throw it together. If I'm bored and have the time after the end, after we play through everything, I don't know if I'm gonna do Arena and True Arena. I'll do one of them. Will you go to Copy Planet? I don't... Maybe? I want to do all the planets. Don't do that. That's what I'm using for the list. No. Well... If I can't name them all... Oh. Well, I was going to be Bomb, but okay, if you insist, you can be the Bomb. Yes. By the end of playing the game, if I haven't randomly been able to come up with the last 8 or so left, then at that point I just throw in the towel and I lose out on the root beer. I'm joking. If you haven't named some, I'll just tell you them and then call you stupid. I'm still... Are there still like a handful that you think are like super obvious that I should have gotten by now? Because I feel like I've gotten all the obvious ones. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little... richer. Gee, it sure is boring around here. My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for. Now, I wonder what's for dinner. Gee, I'm so hungry, I could eat an octorok. Someone needs to stop me. I will just sit here and do, like, all the fucking dialogue. I need to be stopped. None of them are left. I would say 4 are obvious because they were in recent games. Well, that's the issue. I don't play recent games. I'm an old school gamer. Man knows all the CDI. Look, man, would it surprise you? Would it surprise you at all if I revealed that I've actually unironically played Hotel Mario before? Is that a surprising fact about me? Because I have. And that game is not good, but it's also not like the worst thing ever. I think it's easily the worst Mario game, maybe. Or, you know, if I want to be truly evil, I could argue that Super Mario Land or Super Mario Bros. 1 might get that title. Not gonna lie, I was hoping Morshu was gonna be in Hyrule Warriors. That would have gone hard. I'm gonna be real, I don't play the Warriors games too much because it's a little too much button mashing for my personal enjoyment. But I would have if there was Morshu. Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh, Luigi? No, that's not his voice. Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic. Eh, Luigi? I hope she made lots of spaghetti. Look, it's a note. It's from Bowser. Dear pesky plumbers, I've kidnapped. What's the line? Dear pesky plumbers, I've kidnapped your princess and hidden her in one of my 7 Koopa hotels. We gotta find her, and you gotta help us. If you need help, check the instruction manual enclosed with the game. And like that's the gist of it, you know. I don't have all of that dialogue down pat. What was I even talking? Hotel Mario. Bad game, but let's be real. It's mostly in the context of most Mario games are good, so it just has the audacity of being the only objectively just bad Mario game. There are other ones that I enjoy or don't enjoy more, like how I jokingly was starting to say Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Land. I've never fucked with the original Super Mario Bros., if I'm being honest. It's just not as good. Why would you play it if you have 3? If you have 3 as an option, play Mario 3. That one's great. The best on, like, the NES. The best to ever do it, you know? Who in their right mind would ever pick Mario 1 over 3? Come on. Lost Levels of War Crime, also true. But I think people give Hotel Mario way more crap because it's one of the CDI games. I'm gonna get a drink before I continue on this tangent. I'm not trying to paint it out that I like Hotel Mario, because I don't. I thought it was bad. But put me in a room and give me an option between Hotel Mario and like one of those 3 of the classic Marios I listed that I said are not that good, I would maybe probably play Hotel Mario over the original Mario 1 or Super Mario Land 1 or Lost Levels. Because at least Hotel Mario is going to be interesting, you know? CDI games have... Look, I can also look at the CDI as just an interesting little nugget of game history, and that's why I kind of appreciate it more than some people would. I remember some semi-official Mario thing had a lot of really weird stuff in it, like Toad smoking, Mario digging through the earth to escape the cops. I can't think of any game where Mario escapes the cops. Maybe one of the like educational games that were on the SNES that had them like reenacting scenes in a coloring book. Even then, I can't think of anything else that would fall under that umbrella. But that sounds cool. Why haven't we gotten smoking? Maybe that explains why his voice is like that. It wasn't a game. So maybe like a Mario coloring book? Question mark? Whee! I love how that rockets you up. Also, yes, we got Yo-Yo. We got a good power up. What was I even? Oh yeah, I was semi. No! I just got it. It's fine. I'll just continue as. Don't be a little regular Kirby. I hate these puzzles. Stop having me run back and forth so much. Look at how small Kirby's legs are. Stop forcing him to run. He's just a little guy. I wasn't actively I'm not trying to actively defend Hotel Mario, but it is not the worst thing to have Mario's name attached to it, you know? That's the main point that I'm trying to get across here. Maybe some people hate on it a little more than what they should have. I mean, you could be hating... Guys, we could be hating on Paper Jam. That one really sucks. I'm a big Paper Jam hater because it's just a disappointment. And that's a majority of where my hatred for it comes from. That game was a big crossover between Mario Luigi and Paper Mario, and it came out like that. Really, Nintendo? Also, I am going to... I wanted Yo-Yo. Okay. No, I want Yo-Yo too, so hang on, the stream's gonna freeze for a second while I select it. I like how it freezes. You just hear a sound and instantly get a hat. Wasn't bad, just no variety in enemies or so. No, I'm just gonna argue that was bad for its lack of innovation and creativity. That's why it's so bad. Every Mario and Luigi game prior, just about, was creative and unique in its own way. Paper Jam was such a wet fart of a game, and its only claim to fame is the fucking paper craft battles, and like no one cared about those. I didn't even like them. So no new enemies. Yeah, not just the new enemies, but like there was no pizzazz with the gameplay. It was a step backwards from like Bowser's Inside Story, you know? Which was another game where you control Mario and a third character at the same time. It was like a step backwards to that gameplay-wise. I wouldn't say it's outright bad, but compared to the other Mario RPGs, it's so underwhelming, and yes, a textbook example of missed potentials. Koopaling's fights were fun, though, and King Boo was an actual tough boss to me as a kid. Okay, so here's where I'm going to admit, some of my Paper Jam hatred comes from when I was a small boy. Maybe I'm biased here. When I was a small little goblin child, I played that game. I got up to the Koopaling's fight, and I was stuck on them for so long, and I remember I beat them, and then my 3DS, I think it died or something, and so it didn't save, like, as soon as I beat them, and I just never touched the game again. So that's partially where some of my hatred comes from, but also a lot of it does come from the huge missed potential. It was created during the bland Mario era and it suffered for it. It did, but like with the resurgence of Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi through Brothership, I would love for them to do the concept again, even though they probably aren't, as sad as it is to say. They probably won't ever really come back to that concept, and it sucks. Even though it's a fucking awesome concept, Nintendo. A second chance would be neat. I think my only fear is that if they did try to do a second chance, is it would be as worse. I don't know how they can make it as worse, but wow, I'm a fucking moron. We might hit double digits on the death counter because I'm just that bad at a children's game. Please stop. If we hit double digits, I may have to rethink my whole being a streamer career. Just a little bit. Please, please, I want that. If you reach double digit, I'll unsub for 1 second. Are you subbed? Or unfollow for a second. If I beat the rest of the game without hitting double digits, then you have to sub. There, that's how I get you. Wait, no, I mean unfollow. You know what? Fair deal. If anything, that only gives me a positive, because then it tells Twitch that I had someone follow me during the stream, and you guys get to see a funny image I drew. Too poor to sub? Nah, that's fair. Completely and genuinely understandable. I know we're long past the topic, but I've been thinking of it more. I'm locking it in. Tuesday, we're gonna play Sonic Rush. We're playing Sonic Rush Tuesday. I need to share the best Sonic game to the masses. Because you know what? You're going to play the ultra exclusive modes in this stream. If you mean like the mini games that use the touch screen, probably not. Also, oh, I can't pause. Wait, no, I can. So I pause for a second just to swap power-ups. Nothing that uses the touchscreen because it'll just legitimately freeze the stream, because for some reason the emulator I'm using freezes whenever I'm like on it when it's not minimized. Revenge of the King and Meta Knight Ultra. Maybe. I'm undecided. It's gonna depend on how long the stream goes. Because we are nearing up on, how long have I been live? We're nearing up on 2.5 hours. I was confident, like super confident I could beat the whole game with all those modes within the normal time frame that I do these streams. But seeing as we are nearing up on 2.5 hours and we're not even like halfway through Milky Way Wishes, has me a little less confident that I'm gonna do it all tonight. But who knows, you know? If people... Oh, okay. We're doing this again. Hang on. I promise you're not missing much on stream. I'm just selecting a power-up. Where'd my mouse go? Help. Where's my mouse cursor? Wait, it disappeared on the game. What the fuck? Why? Are we good? There we go. The Return of Spamton. I love this guy. And he's even built differently, and like he has actual phases. I mean, he's still kind of piss easy. Because, you know, my piss is hard. But like, who cares? It's still such a cool concept. It's a very simple concept for a boss fight, but also like, look at this guy. This guy just looks cool. He gets the first attack and you just block. I don't know if they'd ever get away with doing a fight like this again in a Kirby game. But it's so cool. It's the purple robot guy from Meta Knight's ship. It's his final form. It's like his Pokemon evolution. Wee-oo! Whee! I wish that attack did more damage. Alright. Oh no, it's raining. I didn't even need to block for that. He just missed. He sucks. It really is the Purple Knight from Meta Knight's ship. Because he sucks. I'm sorry, that's mean. But I'm allowed to be mean. But I killed him. Dragon. I also really like the dragon's design. Like, it's a good dragon. Pew, pew, pew. This fight specifically, for some reason, is very nostalgic to me. It's one that I remember more than most of the other boss fights in this game. Looks like the dragon from Dragon Quest. Insert some cliche, this isn't even my final form joke here. Look, we're all about cliches. It's fine. Helper's dead. I'm not gonna revive him. Jim, no. Look. He wasn't doing much. When the dragon was down, he was just kind of standing there. He had it coming. Oh, 5. He was moral support. He died from under a dragon. Honestly, good way to go. If I could die, if I could pick how I was gonna die, and I picked dragon, death by dragon, that'd be pretty fucking awesome. But I actually know the real way I'm going to die is by choking on a packet of saltine crackers at the age of 34. I've come to peace with that. Set your calendars! How old are you now? 23. I got a good decade left in me, don't worry. Wait, where do I go next? Do I just go to the water place next? I did that. 12 more years and he's gone, folks. Limited time streamer. Look. Look. I'm going to die one day. And it's very sad. And everyone's sad. And everyone's going to miss me when I die. But remember the famous saying... don't enjoy me when I'm gone. Appreciate that I was here to ruin your life in the first place. Wise words of Gandhi. I think he said that when he streamed himself playing Punch-Out. And I'm getting close to age withheld by user. That's fair. I only share that I'm 23 so that the I'm old jokes are in a little more perspective. I'm not joking when I say I grew up watching Vines and that I played this game as a youngin'. I was a small boy when... Genuinely, when I say this game was one of the first games I played, I have super vivid memories of very small wizard. Very, very small. I don't even remember what age specifically. Receiving his own DS for Christmas with a copy of New Super Mario Bros. DS and Kirby Superstar Ultra were the 2 games I got with it. Pretty baller choices of games, by the way, you know? I am so lucky that those were like the first 2, and I didn't get some like bullshit like movie tie-in games or something. Oh, dying. But that my first experience to the DS were the best Kirby game, and if I may be bold, one of the best 2D Marios. I'm bold, and I'm bold enough to say that New Soup DS is one of the best 2D Marios of all time. I'm bold and brash, and we'll stand by that. Maybe it's nostalgia. It could just be nostalgia that makes me want to say that, but like, it's not even when, like, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, it's the best of the New Soup games, because it absolutely is. It just has the most flavor to it. I just mean in general. I just really fuck with New Soup DS. Any interest in trying newer Super? I have played a little bit of newer Super Mario Bros. DS, but you know what? Maybe we'll lock that into a stream. More like belongs in the trash. No, New Super Mario Bros. DS is a goddamn national treasure. It belongs In what's the? It belongs in the Library of Congress. Please stop hurting me, sir. Jew kid. Please stop. Someone else who knows the new soup memes. I've been calling those games new soup for a long time. It's just a faster shorthand. They said that you were bold and brat. Oh yeah, I belong in the trash. Sorry, I have short. I'm like a goldfish. I have short-term memory loss. I'm not sorry about that. But it will happen. Like a lot. Ew. God, my throat. I need a pause and get a drink. My throat. It's trying to kill me before the saltines can. I know I already made the comment about how someday I'm gonna die. But genuinely, if I ever get to the point medically that I like know for sure I'm going to die, would it be... Oh, stop and talk about Ledian. Okay, we'll stop and talk about Ledian while I talk about my death. Would it be Ledian? Ledian is here while I talk about this, so this counts about talking about Ledian. Would it be distasteful if I stream myself on my deathbed? Ponder that while we look at and talk about Ledian. And drink water? Okay. Let me drink. Ah, water. I got my water right here. Both of my bottles are just about empty. So, not sure what I'm gonna do if I run out of water. I mean, it's your death, so no. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like how... It's like if I were to put something in my will, and it's like, well, I'm dead now, so you can't really argue with me. You know, I put in my will that I want my body thrown into the Grand Canyon. There. That's what I'll put in my will. It's like, who are you gonna argue with? A dead guy? Not very good conversation to have back with him. Ledian is here. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about with Ledian in relationship to me dying. Ledian will someday kill me, along with the saltine crackers. Is that fair to say? My dad's side of the family is obsessed with saltine crackers. There's like 4 boxes all out. Barbarical, you will be the death of me in exactly 10 years, 8 months, 72 days. Count the time you have. Anyways, that was Ledian! We all love Ledian! Yay! Good, I'll need the XP. Wow, you're assuming I have any when I drop. My drop rate, it's just that 100 when you attempt to talk with it. Yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna get rid of the let's talk about Ledian thing because I'll figure out some way to be able to expand the bit. But my drop rate is not XP. I instead drop a copy of Urban Yeti for the Game Boy Advance. Then I have a cool ass anime fight with Ledian before dying to him. ... What meaningful conversation? I have meaningful conversations with Ledian because he is my son and I check up on him every day before I drop him off at work. He works at the punching bag factory being a tester for them. None of this makes any sense, and I apologize to the people who join into stream to try and discern what the madman is talking about. Wizard is just... It's like normal viewers are like, oh, Wiz is just going off on a weird tangent. Nothing to see here, folks. You know, he's just speaking in wingdings and making old guy references about Vine and the Nintendo Game Boy Advance Micro. He just does that. Stupid Wizard is casting. You know my secret. I tried making the sound that like he makes when you when you initiate dialogue. It's like that's my official dialogue when Toby Fox reveals me as the Roaring Knight in Chapter 6. I've talked about how I'm not playing Deltarune until it's all out, but I know of the Roaring Night because it's impossible to be on the internet and not know about stuff in Undertale. Also, fuck me, we hit double digits. We hit double digits. But that gives me an excuse to pick a new power up quick. Hang on. Hang on, I promise the stream isn't broken. Your stream is not broken. Insert the Undertale disappearing sound. I don't know what the Undertale disappearing sound is. I imagine it is the sound. Perfect timing. That way I don't have to admit that I don't know what specifically the Undertale disappearing sound is. Look, man. I played Undertale like once back when I was 13. Oh, it has been 10 years. Yeah, I would have been 13. I don't remember everything that happened in it. Shield. Oh, shield does not save me. Can I get through? What if I get through this fight without taking damage? Nope. Not happening, apparently. Not having it. Okay, really? His tail does damage? No, I was doing the spin. This guy just kind of sucks because he's big. And only I'm allowed to be big. Because I'm Big W, like from Pokemon. Jim, please help. Jim, you deserve this death. Wiz, did you die a 10th time while I was making a clip? No. No. That's just how many skeletons I have inside of me. 10. 10 skeletons. Back. Welcome back. I didn't die a 10th time. That is the amount of skeletons inside me. 10. I'm quite spacious. Don't worry about what that means. Unfollowed for 1 second. Oh! Friends inside you. Follow with like the magic effects. Look, I'm a hardcore believer in friend inside me. It's gonna happen. Woody will be real. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in the one of many skeletons inside me. Also, resend to your YouTube real quick. Don't bother. I ain't touching that YouTube channel until YouTube gets its ass on straight. Like, I don't get YouTube's logic of let's implement AI age restriction bullshit and a restricted mode they won't trust. I want to believe that they'll get their ass on straight and undo this stuff eventually. It's just a matter of when, you know? It's not an if, it's a when. And I want to make videos again because I like editing and making videos. It's not that I dislike streaming, because I do like streaming. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it, but like, I miss making videos. Gonna get reversed eventually when shit hits the fan. You're assuming it hasn't hit the fan already. So many people online are upset vocally about the restricted stuff. They've been making bad decisions for how long now? Exactly. So it's why I want to believe that eventually they'll step back on this one specifically. But until then, I'm a Twitch boy in a Twitch world, and that's why I do kind of low-key ask, like, hey, you guys want to share around that I go live on here? Just as a little thing for me. Spread the word, because apparently YouTube and Twitch don't. Alright, there's the big man himself. Galactic Nova. We're gonna watch the cutscene because it's cool. because it's cool. I somehow haven't gotten hit by the AI when I watch fucking BFDI and smell out of context, lol. And there's Marks. I love Marks. Marks might be one of my favorite Kirby characters because he's such a little shit heel. And I know people have made the jokes, but he was unironically kind of terrifying as a kid. It's nearly time for the Nova dying meme. I love insane video game jesters. Look, that I know you're referencing Jebel and Marks only. Those are like the only two, but I just love Marks himself. He's like, how do I describe this in a way that makes sense? He's like evil Kirby. Dementio. Oh, Dementio. I fuck with Dementio heavily. Pomni isn't a video game jester. She doesn't count because that is a cartoon. And also, I've only watched the first episode of The Amazing Digital Circus because, honestly, I kind of fell out of it. No, I watched the first two because, admittedly, I kind of lost interest after the second one. And I'm a bad person. She's in the game of The Amazing Digital Circus. Unless I can play that game myself, it don't count. It don't count. Also, hell yeah, the shooter segment. This part was always kind of cool when I played. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Maybe we'll play Super Paper Mario. Could be a fun one to play in the future. I'm a big defender of Super Paper Mario. Glitch SMG4 have long fallen out of my interest, TBH. I mean, I want to support Glitch more because they're like, I keep seeing this discussion online that it's hard to call Glitch indie animation because of how much money they make, and they're more like alt animation, as I've heard how some people are describing them. And you know, I think that works a little bit better as a descriptor, but I do want to show support for them because, you know, it's indie / alt animation online. But at the same time, I heavily fell out of Digital Circus. SMG4 made a comeback recently ever since they added weapon. Look, no, I have not watched SMG4 since I was literally like, I don't even know how old. Too young to probably be watching them. I was probably like 12 or something when I was watching them, which is probably a little too young for what some of the jokes and stuff were. Luckily, I am a well-adjusted human being, and I'm totally not going to blame my unrestricted access to the internet as a small child for how I turned out the way I did. And I just never got back on them after. I know that, like, they started doing a shit ton of lore and that they have their own TV head guy. It's like, whatever. Sure, okay. Also, I love this fight. I'm probably gonna die to it because I went into it low health. It's not for everyone. Yeah, no, I'm not dissing it or anything. Far from it. If you like SMG4, you know what? Good on you. Like, genuinely, so much good on you. I hope you have a fun time. I'm just probably never going to. Tenon is such a good character, not gonna lie. I'll find that out someday. Here, you know what? Fight him for me. I'm running Smash Ultimate. I would constantly do Inkling to class mode. That way I could constantly fight Mars. He's so cool. He's like genuinely so cool. And of course I died here. Okay, let me quick. 11. We're up to 11. Hang on. Wait. No, wait. Hang on. Game, God, give me a second here, game. All right. What power-up do I want? I want Yo-Yo. And I'm going to make my buddy. And I'm going to pause. And I'm going to try and do Yo-Yo again. But my cursor keeps disappearing. There. Marks, the fight hasn't started. It hasn't because I had to tab over and mess with my death counter. I have an app that's supposed to just automatically keep track of deaths when I just press a key on my keyboard, but it hasn't been working for some reason. So I've just kind of given up and started manually doing it because it's faster than trying to troubleshoot that bullshit. And it sucks because I want to have the app that makes me lazy because then I don't have to worry about doing it. But no. God, he's such a cool fight. His theme is cool. Where's the hammer when you need it? I never found it and I didn't feel like going through and looking for it. I love reality bending fights like this. I can't think of many others. But the fact that he's just fucking with everything is cool. Also, beep. Jim, you gotta survive until the end of the fight at least, okay? Okay, you live. Jim, you live. And... Pew! Just fucking explodes. I think the crazy thing is we didn't need to kill Nova. He was pretty chill. He was just like, oh, hey, I'll grant a wish to whoever. You know, if you go and connect all the world stars together. We didn't have to kill him, you know? Kirby's just a cold-hearted murderer. I don't know how else to put it. We could have just defeated Marks without also killing Nova. But like, it's probably a good thing that we don't let anyone else make wishes, probably. That's probably a good idea. Chat, what would your Nova wish be? Would you also do the Marks thing of just end everyone? Nova pretty much got roped into attacking Popstar, which is why the Sun and Moon start holding them off. I know, that's why I feel bad. That's why I feel bad for Nova. They got roped into this shit without much say in it. They're just like, hey, asshole, you assembled Exodia and you get one wish. What is your wish? I want you to go blow up Earth. And Nova's like, well, fuck, I gotta, because you did the thing. And then we kill him after already blowing up his heart. We blew up his heart and then blow him up all the way. I would do the Marks thing of wishing for ultimate power, but without murder. I just want to have that. I would wish for $1 billion and then use it. What would I do with $1 billion? I would use the $1 billion to track down every copy of Urban Yeti and systematically destroy them all with a hammer. And then use whatever remaining funds to hire a hacker to create a virus to destroy every digital copy of Urban Yeti to finally rid the Earth of the bane of my existence. Wish for YouTube, and I would wish for YouTube to stop AI verification, but I would probably wish for the $1 billion first so that I could destroy Urban Yeti once and for all. I'm allowed to put my personal vendetta above the good of all. Okay, just this once, as a treat, I'm gonna put my personal blood feud with a video game above the greater good. Oh, but that's Kirby Superstar Ultra for the most part. Doesn't Nova grant one wish? Yeah, he grants one wish, is it. I don't know if he, like, fucks off after or what. But he was like, you get one wish. And Marks wasted it on destroying Popstar when he could have wished for $1 billion. He would give one on the house for the AI verification. There, yeah, one free wish to delete the AI verification, and then the other for the total annihilation of every copy of Urban Yeti. Someday I'm gonna stream that game. I don't look forward to doing streams where I personally don't enjoy the game or actively hate it, but someday I'm gonna stream it so I can show people on Twitch who haven't seen my channel so they can understand my my vitriolic hatred for that Game Boy Advance game, my mission to denounce it as a way of life, my mission of completely and utterly dismantling it as an art form in every way I can, physically, mentally, and verbally. And yet, despite saying all that, I would argue I'm one of the few creators that cares the most about Urban Yeti from just a point of, like, talking about it. Because no one else talks about this game. Ever. Mostly just me and a couple of speedruns from games done quick. Anyways, let's go ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and do... How are we looking on time for stream? We're at the 3-hour mark. We have time to knock out at least one, maybe both of these. Let's do Revenge of the King. That way we can do the awesome masked DDD fight. And you know what? It's just cool. This is just cool. Nintendo was doing some cool shit with this as a remake. They were like, fuck it, let's not just remake all of the Super Nintendo game on DS, which is already cool. That's already such a cool thing to do. But let's add a bunch of extra modes that are like remixes of the previous stuff, you know? Like, that is awesome. This is such a good-ass game. And it might be my contender for favorite Kirby. That list is kind of short because I just don't play a lot of Kirby. It would be either this or like Planet Robobot or Epic Yarn. Kirby's Epic Yarn also goes hard, but it's not really a traditional Kirby game, so it's hard to discuss it. Wisdom getting EP screaming to the mic. Ah! There you go. Hal has such a passion for the pink puffball. I know, and I love this game in specific. Genuinely, part of me wondered if going into the stream, if a lot of my enjoyment was just going to be nostalgia, since again, this was literally one of the first Kirby games, or one of the first DS games I ever got. But nah, it's just a good ass time. I'm just having a good time. Whatever Sakurai wants, Sakurai gets. I mean, I brought it up the other day. You saw how happy he was with Air Riders. He is so happy that he gets to finally make that game. And he was so sad when he was told that he should probably make it use a second button. Ugh. That man is kind of a treasure when it comes to just pure joy in making video games. Also, I like Revenge of the King because we get Elephant. We get Fan. I like Fan. He's fun. Die, Fan. Though I forget what power-up he is. I think he's Suplex. Yeah, we had to add a second button, unfortunately. He was so real for that. Let's all be honest. Alright, let's just run through everything with Suplex real quick. I think I just find Suplex kind of boring because of how slow it forces you to be. Apparently, after Sakurai finished the Smash Fight DLC, the other higher-ups at Nintendo just let him make whatever he wanted, which was Kirby. Fair. Genuinely fair. I feel like they should have offered to let him do anything after Smash Ultimate base game came out. But the fact that I want to hope that's true. I want to hope that statement is true about the after the Smash Pass, because I can only imagine it as Nintendo's like, okay, Sakurai, you have fully finished Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You completed Iwata's final wish from you. What is it you would like to work on now? And he like sets down a beer bottle after he takes a big swig from a bottle. Air Riders 2. I'm like, god damn, okay, sure, you can do it. And you know what? Everyone's happy. You got us our $1 billion, you can do whatever you want now. Exactly. And it's why I kinda low-key don't want to see a new Smash game. At least not anytime soon. You know? At the very most, a port of Ultimate to Switch 2 that has like some added stuff. But even then, you can just play Ultimate on the Switch 2. You don't need a new Smash. Let Sakurai work on things he wants to work on. Don't bring him back to work on another Smash anytime soon. He's having so much fun making a racing game, and we all love him for it. Let me get a drink of water. Imagine we just gonna get another Fire Pass for Smash Ult, and we won't get an actual new Smash till the next console. I could see that being the case. But at the same time, that would still require Sakurai to come in and do work. And I don't want him to. He's so happy working on his funny little racing game. And I want him to be happy working on the racing game and not worried about Smash for another few years. Because you know what's going to happen if they announce a new Fighter Pass? It's going to be another year of people trying to predict fighters. People getting mad over the new fighters because they're unique or weird. People hyping up and say, oh, we're going to get Geno. Oh, we're gonna get Scrimblow, Bimblow, we're gonna get Crash Bandicoot, all that, and then ultimately being disappointed because they set themselves up for disappointment. We're gonna get like another year of that, and I get tired seeing all that discourse on my own. I can only imagine how absolutely sick of all of it Sakurai gets. If Smash was ready to get a new entry, I'd like to see a reboot. Yes, here's my here's my pitch for Smash Bros. The reboot. Number one, get someone new to work on it besides Sakurai. I love him, and if he wants to do a new Smash and a reboot, let him do it. But if he seems like he's done with the series, and if that is the case, if he actually is done and wants to stay done, let him stay done. Have someone else take over. I don't know who else, because I'm just not that smart. Then, you want to know what we do? You start with a roster that is no bigger than like Melee's at most. You get the originals from Smash 64, and then you pick a couple characters from throughout the series that are like, they gotta come back. These are ones that absolutely have to come back besides the original. And then you rework everyone. Remember when they said that they were going to rework Link, and then all they did was give him like just the remote bomb was really it? I want them to go further. I'm not saying... A lot of people, when they suggest this, they want Mario to like use a bunch of power-ups. I'm not sure how I feel about that. About Mario just using random power-ups. But at the very least, give him some references to the other Mario 3D platformers, you know? Yeah, quality over quantity. Don't get me wrong. I love Smash Ultimate. I love the roster and everything. But I would absolutely love if the new one just cut it way down. Like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong disappoints me so much. Because there's so much cool shit you could do for him. But they just don't. His entire thing is just punching and grabbing. There is a disappointing lack of barrels with him. I think, okay, so like the only character from the original roster that I don't think really needs rework is like Kirby, because Kirby was kind of perfected. And I think it's because it was Sakurai's love child. Not love child, but like Sakurai's child. Kirby gets all the points. He references a bunch of the games. He's very unique. He doesn't feel outdated overall. Mostly because most of the copy abilities in Kirby, I would say remove the Echo Fighters or give them unique movesets. You know what? Remind me, that'll be a future stream. A future stream where I just go out of my way to pitch a new Smash Bros. And I'll cut down the roster myself. I'll make the picks. Here, you want to know something? You want to know something? Come here, chat. Listen in. This is going to be my hottest probable Smash take of all time. I know I said we keep the original Smash 64 roster. I would be okay with removing characters like Fox, Falco, even Captain Falcon. I love them. Actually, no, I don't like Fox and Falco. I think, side tangent, hot take, I think Fox and Falco are all hype moments, no aura. If that makes any sense to anyone, it makes sense to me. Captain Falcon's cool, but let's be real, they are not notable enough video game characters anymore to deserve a roster in Smash. Like, not even... Their only claim to fame is that they're in Smash. And I understand that some people would be like, well, if you take them out of Smash, then they get nothing. I'm okay with that. All right. There's another trio and one character other than Pokemon Trainer. Oliver? I don't know. I can't name every character in Smash. I'm not that big of a nerd. Also, this fight kind of stinky. Mostly because this guy's my partner. Oh, Duck Hunt Dog. Yeah, I suppose that's another trio. I never thought of it that way. My guy, you're destroying all the blocks. They don't really have an outside presence these days. I know. But I feel like if I were to actually suggest, hey, what if we got rid of them? I feel like I would have people pounding on my door angrily. Not necessarily you guys, because you guys are mostly calm, but like, I don't know. I think Fox and Falco and that would be different. If there was a new, between now and the new hypothetical Smash reboot, if there was a new Star Fox game or a new F-Zero, then maybe. Also, yes, I did eat Waddle Doo to heal him. I remember it was a trick I used to do back when I was younger and would play this. It's only helpful in a situation like this where I don't have a power-up, so I can waste that. Waddle Doo, lock in. I'm not sure who else off the top of my head I would cut, but genuinely, maybe I'm evil for this. My first cuts would maybe be Fox, Falco, and Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is the only one I'm hesitant on removing specifically because of how much he is associated with Smash specifically. But Fox and Falco I would cut in a heartbeat. And Wolf. Get all of them out of here. They're lame, and I don't like them. Who else would I remove from the roster, like, specifically? Oh, I'd have to, you know, I'll save this for a future stream. This is actually kind of a fun idea to, like, look at the Smash roster and try and decide who do I think is like, no longer... I wouldn't do it purely off of, are they popular still? Because a fun thing with Smash is having characters that just aren't popular anymore. Falcon is the one who Brawl Now with Stan was pretty hyped throughout the series. Exactly. So Captain Falcon, I would have a hard time saying no to. I would almost want to get rid of Rob too. He's also kind of in that area, but he's just so weird. What was with like Wii era Nintendo? Just putting Rob and stuff, or having weird crossovers in general. You had Rob in Mario Kart DS. You had him show up in Smash Brawl. You had Mario Hoops have like the Final Fantasy characters. Don't you dare touch Rob. He's the only character my dad can play. Then your dad's gonna have to find a new main, buddy. Sorry, I'm going evil mode with some of my picks for roster cuts. Part of me wants to cut Diddy Kong, but I would also want to have... I don't know if I'd want any new characters in this. Maybe only like 1 or 2 new characters in total. At most. I love King K. Rool, but I feel like maybe he'd have to go too. Get Steve out of there. I'm fine with kicking Steve. My dad would generally kick my ass at Smash Bros. When he plays Rob. He's really good at him for some reason. I'm gonna be real, it's because Rob is kind of just easy to play from what little I've played him. Kracko Jr.'s Revenge. Love this guy. I'm not even talking much about the Kirby game, because I think talking about Smash is a little more interesting in this scenario. I would genuinely probably remove most of the characters from Ultimate in this hypothetical. The only Ultimate characters that I think need kept I don't. Oh, Kirby is the pro tag of World of Light. Yeah, you know what? True. True and real. And buddy, I'm gonna take your parasol and fight myself. Because this is not it, Chief, and I die. And of course I die. I love how calm the music is here. Yes, F, because I'm trying to split my brain between talking about Smash Bros. I'm trying to remember who all the newcomers in Ultimate even were. There's like Isabelle, there's Ken, there's was Incineroar Ultimate? Wolf? No, Wolf wasn't a newcomer. Wolf was back in Brawl. He was a returning. Who was new in Ultimate aside from like the DLC Fighter Pass? King K. Rool. Oh, ad break. Well, now I can't talk as much. You should just subscribe, but no, I'm not gonna say that because I'm niceys. I got an ad for women's underwear. Women gotta wear underwear too. What's the issue there? Hmm? And maybe they should be advertised because maybe women also want to wear underwear. I don't fucking know. I think after Revenge of the King, I will call it because I'm getting big sleepy mode. Ugh. And we have been going for about 3 hours here. You know what? Parasol Waddle Dee, come back. You can come back. You can do some good. Hopefully. God, I wish. Spear! Oh, Brain Blast! I realized Spear was another one that I'd forgotten to name. I'll name it. Ad breaks. Spear! That's what I know was. That's another copy ability that I haven't named. I did it. My brain. Anyways, back to Smash talk. King K. Rool, I would genuinely probably cut. I love King K. Rool. Love him so much. But I would maybe cut back on him in this hypothetical Smash reboot. Maybe. I'm on the fence about cutting him. I almost have to. I like him, but screw belly armor. Yes. Screw belly armor, and I'll agree to that. Probably cut Incineroar. I'm gonna be honest. Here's my thing. I don't think we need a new Pokemon every single Smash game. You only really need, out of all the Pokemon, you just need Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo. That's all you really need for Pokemon to represent all of Pokemon in Smash Bros. Those are really the only three you need. Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo. If we're being flexible, if we come down to it and I have the slot open, Pokemon Trainer 2. But really, it's just those three for what you need. And Lucario, I would argue you don't really need Lucario if you have Mewtwo. Mewtwo kind of takes up that slot of aura and hype moment fighter Pokemon guy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Also, I remember really loving this fight when I was younger. So, it was fun. I think I just really enjoyed the sideways shooters. They didn't happen too much. I think it was only this and the Nova. But they're cool. I like it a whole lot. But yeah, no, if we're talking... Same for Mario. You know who you need for Mario? You need Mario, Luigi, Bowser, and then you can have one blank slot for whoever. It can be Peach, it can be Wario, it can be whatever. But all you really need for the Mario series reps are Mario, Luigi, Bowser. Those are like the big three you need. I know an argument could be made that you only need one or the other of the brothers, but I think it'd be kind of limp and lame to exclude Luigi. And God knows they would never exclude Mario. So Mario, Luigi, Bowser. Peach would probably be my pick for the third slot. Or Yoshi, but Yoshi's technically his own series, and I think that's kind of lame, especially if they're never going to add anyone else from Yoshi. And technically Wario. I feel like if Wario comes back and he's going to continue to be like his own series rep, he should pull more from Wario Land / WarioWare. Just a little bit more. And you know what? Get Waluigi in here. Get him in here. It is a damn shame. I know some people love Waluigi ironically. I just unironically think he's neat. He's tall and he's purple. Hear me out for another. How about Kamek? I would be down for Kamek as a Smash rep. As a Kirby rep in Smash. You know what? Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down completely for that. Kamek is cool. And I think what you could do, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Hear me out, chat. King Boo. No. The whole point is that we're supposed to be cutting down the roster with this hypothetical, but if we're adding Kamek, we get rid of Bowser Jr. / Koopalings as their own slot and have it be Kamek with Bowser Jr. Have him be a duo Duck Hunt style character. Because as much as I like Kamek, I don't know how much he could hold as like his completely own character, moveset wise. But pair him with Bowser Jr. Beautiful. Amazing. Or not Bowser Jr., but like baby Bowser maybe. Imagine Kamek's moveset just in summoning the other enemies. Yeah, that's why I don't think you can really make him work as his own. As much as I love Kamek, I don't think he'd really work. It's the same reason why I don't think Toad would work as his own character. Yeah, that's what I meant. Baby Bowser and not Bowser Jr. To make him really count. No, I want you to touch him and die. No. All the cavalry. I'm not sure who else I would really add. Have you seen the Kamek mod for Rivals of Aether? No, because I don't play much of Rivals of Aether. Toad could absolutely not be a fighter. He didn't do anything. I think it could work. Look. Sakurai made Piranha Plant work as a fighter. I don't like Piranha Plant, but I will admit that he is a functional fighter that works. I don't like that he's there, but he does work. So I fully think Sakurai could figure out how to make Toad work. I just would not be super impressed even if he did. Because I just don't think Toad is quite there. Piranha Plant in Smash is still so funny. It's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of a disappointing, like, really? Not Toad, but Toadette could work? What does Toadette have that Toad doesn't? Besides the weird ponytail balls, you know? At least IMO the what the fuck. Yeah, every Smash game kind of has their one what the fuck fighter, so I'm not that mad. The Crown and Wii U Deluxe. I don't want Peachette or even to an extent Bowsette being technically applicable in our Smash reboot. I don't want that. We're not acknowledging that, and I don't want Sakurai to acknowledge it. Also, save, touch this and you'll live. You idiot. Okay, fine, I'll bring you back as it. Fucking idiot. My brain is a little too tired to specifically think of more characters to cut / add. Other than like just anyone that I specifically dislike, because it's my idea to do this. Mark says the same hat as the beam power up. Yeah. Where do you think the beam came from? No, that's me being a funny. It's just a jester hat, I think is it. Okay. Boom. What about Bandana D? I'd be down for a. Sorry. I'd be down for a Kirby rep. And yeah, Bandana D would make for a cool one. Honestly, there's not a lot of options for a new Kirby rep outside of like Bandana D. Like what are you gonna do? Like Bonkers? Maybe Marks? Actually no, Marks would be a cool one. Marks would be awesome as a Kirby rep. Magolor? Maybe it's because I've not grown up or played much of Return to Dreamland, but I don't get the hype behind Magolor. I don't dislike him. Susie could be fun. Susie could be a fun one, but I don't see her happening. No, you fool! You launched me up when I was trying to do Big Hammer. I'm going to die. Roach, you're just naming random bosses now. I don't know. I think for the most part, Marks and Bandana D are like the big ones that you would really need for a Kirby rep. Maybe Magolor, maybe, but again, I don't know his whole deal because I've not played Return to Dreamland. Maybe Susie. Okay, we can't just sit here and name Kirby bosses. I refuse to think that Taranza, Dorot, and the Mage Sisters would have super unique movesets in a Smash game. Bandana Wall D has potential because of Spear, you know, and Marks has just so much shit going on that he could easily fill up an entire roster. Dark Meta Knight, but hear me out, give me an actual moveset, playing to his mirror abilities and such. Maybe? Ah, God. It's too late to do this. It's too late in the evening. I'm being big sleepy, and it's 1 in the morning, just about. But you know what? You know what? Maybe we'll bump Sonic Rush to a different day, and Tuesday will just be a just chatting stream where I'll rank the Kirby copy abilities, I'll do my Smash roster, I'll do the dulls like Gongo came in and asked me to do. Maybe Tuesday will just be a chill out, like hey, let's just chat and talk game hypotheticals and do online puzzles and shit. Unless his moveset is entirely... I'm not against Mirror Meta Knight, but I think I'll set this up better when we actually do the stream. My general rule would probably be one new rep per series. We do Blue Cat while chatting about Smash. Yeah. I think we'll end it. Actually, you know what? Let's try and go for the arena. We'll end it off doing the arena because I know it's relatively short. We'll do the arena. Let me get Hammer. Oh, it's on that side. More aggressive sword fighter. Oh, speaking of sword fighters, yes, I would cut down on the Fire Emblem characters. I don't even dislike Fire Emblem. I quite like Fire Emblem. I've played a couple of the games. But I do think we have too many. Or if we're going to cut down, add some non-sword fighting Fire Emblem characters. Get a mage in here. Get a spear guy. Something more unique than just another sword. My issue is not that we have too many Fire Emblem characters. My issue is that they're all sword guys. And I think that's lame. Also, I'm not healing him. He'll be fine. I'll take on the arena by myself if I need to. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably good to end off the stream on because this is gonna be very quick. Oh, well, he's just dead. I probably could have pushed him over onto had there and been fine. Ow. Okay, can I hit this? Yes, I can. Who else would I specifically cut? So Wiz, want to give a last ditch? No. Brain too small. I'm not even gonna try. And I want to kill him with this. Sorry. And besides, it'll give me a chance to talk about the copy abilities on Tuesday. I want to see how far I can go without using a Metamato. And there. This is why hammer is the G. Do you see how I'm melting? Okay, this I'm gonna go ahead and take. Oh, you missed missile, Cupid. No, I lit. Okay, hang on. Wait. I know for a fact I listed Cupid and Magic because I named the magician one early on, and I named Cupid. I think I called him Arrow, but I know I named him. And Pole? I thought I said Spear. Is that a different ability? Also, I think Mech, Cupid, and Arrow are different. When I said Arrow, no, you're not forced to. If you wait a while, he'll jump down and fight you with whatever you have. When I said Cupid, I meant like the old Amazing Mirror Cupid, I think. Spear and Pole are different, but practically the same. Maybe I didn't list one or the other. That was 2 hours ago. But also, yeah, if you wait here long enough, he just says fuck it and lets you fight with whatever weapon you want. So we just have to wait a second. Come on. Or at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see? Ah. 12 very boring minutes later. Yeah, because I would, when I was younger, I would constantly take Hammer into the arena because it's Hammer. No, I was up. I hit up. Come on, Bonkers. Let's fuck him up. How quickly can I get through the arena? We're already doing pretty good. All right, grab the normal tomato and heal up. Fatty Whale might be the issue because he is one of my least favorite bosses to fight. I've never seen that. I know it's in Starlands in this game, but I didn't know it applied to Arena. I think it's also in the normal mode. Like in the normal fight against Meta Knight. Okay, wow, I went through it much easier. Buddy, you're almost dead. I gotta like bait him onto one of the copy ability panels. Can I push you onto that? There. Hey, Wiz, want me to do something funny? You can do whatever you like. I ain't the boss of you. If you want to do funny, do funny. You go right ahead. Stop and talk about Ledian. I mean, sure, I can sit and talk about Ledian with the epic fucking music going to the... So this is Ledian. He fucking loves Kirby. I talk to Ledian about Kirby all the time. And he's like, fuck, man, I love Kirby. I'm like, yeah, isn't he great? He's pink and he's round and he wields a hammer. And he's like, yeah, the hammer's the best part. And he agreed with me that not only I got all of the copy abilities, but that also hammer's the best one. And we agreed on that, and then we made out. Time to completely break the pace/focus. Well, the focus is already all over the place because I'm big sleepy and I'm running on fumes. What if Ledian was in Smash? I mean, I already made my case that for Pokemon, that all you really need is Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and Mewtwo. But if we're keeping with my rule of we're allowed one new rep per series, fuck it. Yeah, Ledian. Ledian is the new Pokemon rep. He's just Little Mac, but he can fly. Sakurai, it's right here. You can do it. It'll be perfect. It'll be beautiful. I would play him exclusively because I'm also one of the few Little Mac mains because I love Little Mac. Little Mac's staying in my hypothetical roster. I know we talked about characters needing to be somewhat relevant. Fuck you, Little Mac is great. I love him. He'd be an insane air fighter. He'd be reverse Little Mac. He'd be like obscene in the air and fast. But if you manage to ground him and keep him on the ground, he's just kind of useless and can't do anything. Ooh. So Puff? Probably, yeah, so Puff. But Ledian's better. Yeah, okay, there, we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We just replaced Jigglypuff with Ledian. There we go. Nah, we can just replace Jigglypuff with Ledian in this hypothetical Smash roster. Because fuck Jigglypuff. I don't give a shit about her. Ledian is where it's at. And it gives us a Pokemon outside of Gen 1. There. And then you then have Lucario too. There. That's 4 Pokemon. That's all you need. There, we talked about Ledian. I wanna get the arena done with so I can go sleep. I'll redeem it because I doubt we're gonna have time after, so. I love how, to be fair, with how vaguely I've worded the talk about Ledian, I could just pop him up for a second and say, look, it's Ledian, and then close it, but I always go through with at least like several sentences worth of talking about Ledian. I'm so glad I spent 200 mana. No, wait, revive, because I have this. Oh, we're gonna fight computer virus. It's 200 spell points. Like I said, I've been on a big D&D kick, so when I made that, I was like, what can I name this? Spell slots, not points. I disappoint myself, don't worry. Oh, I missed. But don't worry, I exploded him. All right. Look at how much hammer does. Like, I'm just melting them. Like, I probably could have melted this guy too. You're not gonna have them by next stream? I don't know if they're permanent. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up here because I believe we're at the halfway point. There's only 20 bosses, right? They last 24 hours. That's lame. I wish they unlocked forever. Also, I wish I got my buddy here. Well, that sucks that they're only for 24 hours. Eventually, when the channel gets bigger and we get more followers, then I can put in more free emotes, then we can rectify that a little bit. But that one's genuinely out of my control. Twitch tells me that I can only start adding more emotes when more people follow and sub. So, like, I don't know, spread the good word of the wizard. It can unlock repeats for some reason. That is also lame. And I don't understand that one. Oh, that's right, I just lose my partner here because that's fine. Time to fight Wham Bam Rock again. Love this guy. Oh, and I just do so much. Oh, I missed that time. Oh, and it's okay that I missed that time. Ow. Alright. And dead. Just so quick. This is why Hammer is the GOAT. I'll shot it from the rooftops, and now I get bonk. And I'm gonna go ahead and heal up a little bit. Yeah, 8 left. Okay. So we're already almost done. No, bonk, you were supposed to hit him. There. God, I took more damage from that than what I wanted because Bonk kept accidentally activating. Okay, I'm going to push him into plasma because he's about to die. And I don't want him dying on me yet. Alright. Let's see if we can get through this. It seems to have not as much here. Oh god. Oh, I don't want to die to Dyna Bird, but that might happen. Because I forgot her hitbox is kind of all wonky. Never mind. Never mind, I kill her. But Plasma's definitely gonna die. Oh, wait. No, wait, he lives because we have Hammer here. No more Plasma. I don't think he did much in that boss fight, let's be real. I mostly want to take out this front cannon. Nope, not happening. This is one of those fights where Hammer isn't as good. There. Mostly because the hitbox on everything. I mean, it still does a lot of damage. No. Come back here. Bonkers, how do you manage that? Quick. Wait, come over here. Grab that, become Jim. There. I saved him. I saved his life. I just want to do the big hammer because it does so much damage. But Jim keeps activating the invincibility frame. Stop it, Jim. I love you. You're cool. Oh, now we gotta do the reactor fight. I mean, this one's just kind of easy. You just kind of float around the whole time and just wait. Time. Yep, it's the waiting game. Jim, you don't need down there. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Jim, but you really don't need down there. No, shoot. Why were you aiming at Jim? Sorry, Jim. There's nothing else. There was nothing I could do for you. I think if I go at like this angle. Yes. Hey, it gave me 2 lasers back to back that time, so I don't have to wait as much. Oh, fuck. Waiting, the boss fight. And dead. They please. Have you seen the commentated tasks of this game? No. I have not. I'm gonna take another Metamato here. I don't like that I'm down to just 1. Alright, that guy's dead. Where are they? It's pretty entertaining. Most tasks are pretty entertaining. I've watched a handful of tasks in my time. No! Bonkers! Bonkers, stop failing me! You stupid, beautiful bastard. Hey, we're gonna fight your brother. I like watching me a good task every once in a while because they're just funny. It's funny to see a game absolutely busted and broken up. 2 fights left. Yeah, we're. Was that even a fight? I didn't even take a lick of damage. All right. Does that mean 1 left? That means 1 last after this. Oh, I could have healed him here because there was a hammer. Oh, well. The last fight is Galactonite, right? Or something like that. Or am I mistaken here? Is that the true arena? I could be mistaken. You see, Marks, this is how our fight would have gone the first time. if I had Hammer with me the first time. You're lucky I didn't have this the first time I fought. Otherwise, you see how easily you're going down? Bonkers, you gotta stop triggering. There. See how easily he went down that time? Oh no, that was the last one. 9/11. Oh, 9/11. Now play Helper to Hero. Now play the nostalgic Megaton Punch. You know what? I'm gonna wait for this ad break to end, and then I'm gonna play Megaton Punch, because it is nostalgic, and I love Megaton Punch. Never mind. People are heading out now. Yeah. Ugh. If you want to look around, options. Oh, I'm already 81% complete. Backtracks Kirby on the draw. These are great. I want to find marks in here. Where do some of these sound effects come from? I don't even recognize most of these. Oh, that's a Smash Bros sound effect. That's the wah wah wah. Trying to find marks in here. His evil little laugh that I love. That's a cat. That one I recognize, but I don't know from where. Where's Marks? Where is he? He's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, that's the Samurai Kirby. I don't know what that is. Now, you know what we're going to end off the stream with? I want to end it off with Megaton Punch. Because I love this minigame. Alright. Oh, okay. My turn. And my punch was bigger. Fuck you, Bandana D. I want to see if I can beat it all the way before I close off the stream. Oh, hang on. I want to let his... Was mine bigger? Mine was just a bit bigger. Only a little bit. I gotta do better for this last one. Hang on. That's a big one. Is mine bigger? Ah, it wasn't bigger, but it's fine. It's fine. All right. I think we wrap this up now. I'm big and sleepy. Oh shit, I think I fell asleep. Well, that's fine. I'm wrapping up and I'm doing the wrap up for the stream. Thank everyone for coming by for this. This is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. I'm so nostalgic for it, and it was so refreshing to play this after last night's horrible attempt at a stream. Tune in Monday where we're gonna go back to Hollow Knight. Don't know what we're gonna do there yet. I've yet to decide if I'm gonna do Grim or the boss fight or what. Only 12. I could have done less, but the fact that like half of them were on the Meta Knight one kind of tracks, and that makes sense because that one gets a little bullshitty at the end. Then Tuesday, fuck it. Tuesday's just gonna be a chill Tuesday's just gonna be a chill. We're gonna talk. We'll do some tier lists. We'll do some hypotheticals. We'll do some word puzzles type stream. I'm fine with that. That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. But until next time you have earned your root beer, I have a root beer. I'll drink it tomorrow. I'm not going to drink a root beer tonight. It is 1 in the morning. But until next time, folks, the same channel you love, the same stupid wizard you love, I've been your host for the evening. Good night, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, everyone. 2 in the morning for me, lol. Gotta burn that midnight oil. See you until next time. Bye-bye.